Hello, everybody. Welcome
Hello.
to Divine and Conquer Sacred World. This is a 5e game based on the Pathfinder Inner Seas, using the Greyhawk Pantheon, a little bit of Tal'Dorei, Innistrad, and Ravnica wrapped into one campaign. We'll see what else we decide to take from. Before we introduce ourselves and give our friends the appropriate shout-outs, I do believe we have some announcements that we to announce. There we go. Coleton, while the camera is working right now, do your plug.
Okay, cool. Okay. So, there's a really cool coffee company. I'm actually drinking it right now. It's really cool. It's called Drive Coffee. See? Cars. Really cool.
Drive coffee.
All themed after different racetracks and different cars. So right now I am drinking the Monaco Single Origin Light Roast from Kenya. Really good. So yeah, go find them on Facebook. Drive Coffee. They're like a new thing. You'll probably see a couple promotions for them if you
I
like
found
cars.
their website, so I can drop that on the chat.
I was gonna say, please drop it in the chat. That way, people have the link to it.
Really cool. The guy who runs it is super nice. So just check him out.
Hashtag support small businesses, yo.
Yes.
And just letting you know, guys, on Wednesday, Coleton's Dirty 20 D&D. Thursday, not sorry. Thursdays, their shows are live, and we also might have a show on Thursdays. We're going to try to coordinate exactly how that's going to work out with timing and everything, which I'm excited, as Jeremiah does not look panicked in any way, shape, or form.
My guitar.
No, guitar.
He's falling apart.
Does anyone have any other additional plugs that they would like to do before we go to our per usual of our friends here and there? So, going on to...
That's usually what we do.
Wait, is that
Merch.
a
Whoa.
D&D doggo t-shirt that you have on?
Speaking of, because this will be a great segue.
Okay.
Guess what showed up in my mail today? I got
a dog?
It's also it's
I
also
think
in
I
our
know
merch
what-
store at the moment.
Yes,
But I got
know what that is. Yes.
What?
Glorious,
What is
bro.
that?
It is our new product in our merch store, which is featuring from the webcomic Alistair. And so it is the logo. It's basically the coat of arms of his Paladin order, the Knights of or the Order of the Holy Brethren.
It's
They're
And I love the little emblem of the shield, like
thank
so
you for
good. Dude. It's like
So,
yeah.
It's the Order's personal creed, which is to hang loose, stay righteous.
And loose and righteous, bruh. Yes,
I want to join that.
Vic, do you want to explain what the Alistair project is, please?
Absolutely. So Alistair is a webcomic that I'm writing on, and my friend Lynn, see on Monday nights for Court of the Dragon Queen, and on Saturday nights for our Demi-Planes and Feudals. We are collaborating together on a webcomic, which is an adventure about the young paladin Alistair and his smelly barbarian friend West as they quest together to try and save the world.
I like to try. Try is a...
They certainly will try.
They certainly will try.
And along the way, we will make a lot of friends. We'll see a lot of interesting faces, and maybe have a cup of tea at the end.
Maybe. Only.
I don't think it's a maybe. Like they will have a cup of tea there.
So support us on Patreon.
I thought I muted everything, but it didn't.
You muted me.
Well, I mean, I need to enroll 20. I thought I broadcast showed to receive only video, but I guess it didn't do.
Fine.
It's all good.
So support us on our Patreon. You can scroll down below on our Twitch channel. Subscribe for as little as $1 a month, and you get a lot of content earlier than when we put it live on Webtoon. So last week we recently uploaded our latest promotion, which was about a mysterious thief that is going through the land and stealing a lot of ancient artifacts. And you would have saw that Friday night / Saturday morning if you were a patron, and then we put it live on Monday. So
yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Also, like to give our friends at Talent Claw a massive shout out. Let's see if the image works. I think it's aligned, but I'm not sure. If not, we're doing it live. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. So our audience can see this. If you're watching this or listening to it on Spotify or Anchor, sorry, but Talent Claw, their dice pre-orders started on March 27th. They're going to end the 26th of the month. So getting close, guys. You can pre-order
next week, I believe.
Is it? Oh, dang. You can pre-order their amazing dice sets. They also have like the normal 7, and then they have these large D20s and
I love some honkin' D20s.
Honkin' D20s.
Hefty D20s.
Hefty D20s.
Big chunky boys
big,
is what
right?
I bought.
They're
those
yeah,
big,
yeah.
the ones
they're
are
the
this
33
big?
mil, I think. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
instead of the standard.
This is not
18.
a regular die.
Yeah.
This is a big die.
Yeah. And if you go to their shop, which is I think shoptalonclaw.com. Did I get that right? Okay, cool.
I believe.
ShopTalonClaw.com.
Which the link will be down below for all of us. And once you buy these amazing the dice, you can also get the Council of 7 little dice bolts, and then you need somewhere to roll them, so you can roll them on these trays. And if you're a DM, there's a DM screen back there. And they also have these amazing dual hex dice bolts. And if you go to their Etsy, which the information is down below, you either their Etsy or the website, if you use the code Divine Conquer, you get 10% off. Also, final amazing shootout to Queen Chain Design. Look at this dice bag.
Oh, look at that! You got the bag.
Yeah,
Oh, that's awesome.
It's cute.
Oh, look at that!
Yeah. She made this very beautiful. And also the
Aren't they wonderful?
That's pretty cool. It said that can hold one set, but this is 2.5 sets.
Nice.
Wow.
Look at that.
Looks like you got yourself a sizable sack there, bud.
I mean,
oh my god, Vic.
looking at these,
One brain cell on that one.
looking at these guys, it's oh my god, it's pretty larger than your usual set. So yeah, 2.5's not bad. I usually can take a little more, but whatever. So with that, if nobody else has anything else to plug or say, let's introduce ourselves, roll that intro, and get right into our recap. Hi everybody.
Yeah.
I will be your dungeon master for 2 nights. Oh yeah, my name is Jesus. That's kind of important, best, I guess. And then again, going from what the audience can see further out, I think the order is pretty much the same as per usual, but we'll say it anyway. Jeremiah, would you like to introduce yourself and your character?
Hello, my name is Jeremiah, and I play Rognarv, Ironborn, the Full Metal Artificer. And next to him, not right now, is his wonderful, glorious, and he misses her a lot because she's by the what's that called again?
Carts.
The cart?
The cart.
Yeah.
She's by the cart right now, and she needs some attention.
She's a good
Screw
girl.
keeps
She's
singing.
doing it.
She's a good girl.
Back to the cart.
And then going further down our list, we have Coleton.
Hello. My name is Coleton. I am playing Ariell, the Angel Paladin of Palor. I hope y'all can see me, and I'm not having some technical difficulties. But
yeah, that's pretty huge.
Paylor says that he has to keep going back to the Celestial Realm.
yes, Wi-Fi's not very good up there.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Taylor needs a new router. Yeah. And
Outdated by like 5,000 years.
And then moving along, we have Vic and Tabatha.
Hey! Hi, I'm Vic, and I play West, the human barbarian warlock. And as my shirt says, sell your soul.
Yes.
It's the cool thing to do, especially when your friends tell you to do it. So, yeah.
When your friend
Hey,
here
he
tells you
said
to do
all
it.
the cool kids were doing it, so I was like, okay.
Peer pressure.
Speaking of a cool kid,
That's amazing.
we have
Love
a
it.
Cole. That didn't transition well. Whatever, Cole.
It sounded better here.
Cole is like,
Yeah,
Cool
right.
kid.
Yeah, right. Cole, cool, yeah.
There's a cool kid and a cool kid.
Hey guys, I'm Tabatha. I will be playing Cole, the Tiefling Cleric. I don't have a fun fact for him this week.
You don't?
No.
Shook it.
Yeah, you do. You're 140 pounds to weigh. You weigh 140 pounds,
Stop
and
with
your
the
jacket weighs
joke.
100 pounds.
Yeah, his shirt weighs 100 pounds. He weighs 40 pounds.
Oh my lord. Sure. And then with no cam or image, because Roll20 does what it does, we have Kelsey. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, over here in the pictureless void, I'm Kelsey and I play Laz, the Water Genasi Bard.
The pattern with a voice.
Yes.
I had a picture and then I got on today and it was like, no, you don't have that anymore. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Bye.
My bard buddy. My bard buddy.
Hey.
Represent.
And then last but certainly not least, all the way at the end, we have Dickie.
Hello, I'm Dickie. I play Orcdeath the Mighty, a dwarven fighter, alcoholic, and just plain fuck up.
Sometimes it be like that, yo.
It do be like that.
Oh man. All right. And with all of our characters and my notes finally organized, let's roll that intro and then get into that recap. And sorry, we are back a little bit. But, I should probably take rid of that. A little bit behind the scenes for you guys as I quickly get my notes up here. So, as we left off, the Elysian Vagabonds and our official Bag of Beans went Bag of Beans. We're headed to the Mindspire Mountains to take the access elevator that they have and head their way to the Underdark to rescue their friends, Carabao Reefer and Senven, who had been taken away by a beholder that was vanquished, but with its odd, undescribable power, refused death and became a death tyrant. Along the way, you guys met a tiefling by the name of Cole, who was being dragged by a couple of goblins, saved and vanquished the goblins, but realized that there were some fiendish entities that were not a usual thing for the goblins to be with. Following your noses, hailing through traps and puzzles here. Well, not puzzles, just obstacles, sorry. You guys went into the goblin cave, found out that this goblin cave was essentially some sort of shrine to Lamashu with these perfectly ever-cleaning waters. That was your first clue. A horde of 40 or so men fighting to their absolute death, along with some fiends from not this plane of existence, as I believe Ariell was the only one that understood, as they were here with some sort of message or protection. The goblin quote-unquote boss, as they called it, was incredibly large, slightly smaller than a giant, and after vanquishing all of them, you guys found that at the end of the cave there was a mask of Lamashtu, and the goddess of monsters and nightmares, and several pregnant goblin women. And that is where we left off. After you guys collected your loot, a incredible amount of wealth, a couple of potions, some dwarven trinkets here and there, a dire fur sash. We're going to pick up where we left off in the, which I actually forgot one audio thing, which was the Goblin Cave sounds, as we're going to start playing those, because you guys are in a Goblin Cave. So, with that...
I just remembered all the pregnant goblins we gotta deal with.
Orcdeath tells Jerry Springer it wasn't me.
don't like that very much.
With just to explain a little bit of the mood here and a little bit of visualization, all the goblins are dead as these guys were running away. So I'll just move them over here.
Dead.
There's countless piles of dead goblins. This second floor corridor at the almost 120-foot long cave. Again, the river coursing through with several boats that the goblins used. The water is perfectly clean and cold. And actually, those of you that went into the water came out clean. Not smelly, grime off, just perfectly clean. No. You wouldn't say purified, but clean.
I'm gonna go roll in mud again.
I believe the globe of the drift globe is active, so Wes and Les are able to see here as you guys collected the hordes of treasure that these goblins have been hoarding. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 goblin women, all with huge, overly sized for their bodies, pregnant stomachs, and some of them actually don't, like, their shirts don't actually cover their bellies fully, and you can see veins throbbing, and it looks almost infected and scarred over, or some of them even burnt. As there's only one female goblin, this one over here, who is not pregnant, but you're constantly seeing something a little bit bigger than her tower in the shadows behind her as she's desperately trying to hide. As you guys are done collecting your gold, the last thing that the goblin said, again in goblin, which I don't know if Ariell translated, if not, up to you completely, but as she said, as long as the sun shines, we'll never be free from you. Elysian Vagabonds and our bag of beans. What do we want to do?
I will.
After in the dark.
I'm sorry?
There's somebody back in the corner in the dark.
Yes, you can see them with
over there.
Yeah, with your dark vision, you can definitely see them.
Okay.
Yeah, because with me as well, like, after basically looting, I was gonna go over here and basically look at the party and look at them as well. And basically just say, so what are we supposed to do with this goblin women? Are we just gonna leave them here? Are we just gonna leave them here, or
They got boats. They can get in the boats and get out of here. If they want.
like, what is that behind that woman?
Someone see what that creature is that they're trying to hide. I'm going to try to see if there's a way to reverse this curse of Lamashtu.
Is the drift globe currently on daylight or just regular?
I think it's just regular. I'm not sure.
I don't think I casted it daylight. I kind of just threw it out there so we could see.
Mm-hmm.
It's just regular. Mm-hmm.
So up until the barrier of the white, you have to cast daylight on it, which is casting the spell daylight, which is a pretty powerful spell.
Oh, I don't have that spell.
You have to hold the home and power button at the same time.
Yeah, you gotta. So, what do you guys do?
Go ahead.
Can I have Cole pop a detect good, evil and good?
Yeah.
With West.
With my understanding of the spell.
Here, I got you.
Yeah, there I am.
Should be red. There we
Basically, know if
Wait,
there's an
wait.
aberration, fiend, face, celestial, elemental, or undead within 30 feet of me. So with it, he's dropping the concentration on the.
You definitely
spirit.
feel celestial. Which undead, no. Fiend, you feel pulsation from west, but it's very faint.
go. There we go.
Aberration, no. Fae, no.
We're just like
Perfect. Spamming it.
They're both
Nothing within the area where goblin.
Okay, I'm done.
One more time?
he feels like he doesn't sense anything from like where the goblin women are at.
No, none of those types of entities that you feel.
Okay. What I'm gonna do? Can I stand here or no? Is that
You can't. There's different bars, wooden planks that you can. They're sturdy enough to hold to.
Is it safe to stand there? Because
Yes,
I'm gonna do
it's
something.
sturdy.
I'm gonna stand here.
You'll be the
I'm gonna
first to
stand
find out.
there.
Sure, you stand on top of that little table.
He likes
Yes,
to feel
because
tall.
I'm short. Okay, I am tall. What are you
He
talking?
likes to. He likes to feel taller.
I'm tall. and then
Ariell,
I'm gonna point. I guess I'm gonna point like towards here where the woman, like I guess somebody like a big, well, like, what are you trying to hide over? Show us.
I can't
as
see
you,
over there.
As you scream that, and Goblin, all of them start saying no, 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 and every single one goes over, and you see one jump on the table and start screaming at you and grabs a spoon. He's like,
Ariell's going to move forward here,
What the fuck did you do, Rognarv?
and I'm going to
I
look
was
to
gonna
them
cast a spell to tell her the truth.
and say, "Step aside. We mean no harm. What is it that you're trying to hide?" And try to persuade them.
all right, roll persuasion. I have a
I'll-
DC in my head.
I was trying to intimidate.
Looking at where
trying
the
to intimidate
drift
them.
above is.
Okay,
West
that is
cannot
a-
see into that corner.
Yeah, unfortunately, you cannot.
I can't see what the fuck's going on.
You
I just
see
hear
one
yelling.
goblin woman, the only thing that you will be able to see is probably goblin hands with a spoon pointed at Rognarv and then immediately pointed at Ariell.
Yeah, God.
That's a
Guys, can you
28.
just? Jeez.
What did you get?
28 to persuasion. I rolled a 19 plus 9. Plus 9, yeah.
What
Oh my God, dog.
what are you saying? And you have tongues casted on you, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You said we mean you no harm to step aside, right?
Yes, I said, what exactly are you hiding? We mean you no harm. Step aside. Let us see.
You see that the goblin at front turns back and then goblin is they killed the boss. They'll kill us next. And looks at you. It's child. It's only child. You know kill child, right?
We know kill child. Let me see what it is you're hiding.
What the hell are you talking about?
As everybody can understand Ariell when he speaks tongues, by the way. And you hear him in the first language you learn. So for like Rognarv, it would be Dwarvish. I think that's probably the only other addition in common. As you see the woman with the spoon. Show. If looks at you and then looks at him. If he tries, I eat his eyes.
Looking at
You may
me or
certainly
looking at
try.
When this woman, she's like, the other two goblins kind of push a kid, again, towering over them almost. It's a goblin infant, but looks about the size of a dwarven male. His head is completely oversized and concave on the inside and elongated, almost like it was just pulled and stretched. His face from the top of his skull going all the way to the left side of his jaw looks like it has stitches and sometimes even bars to like hold the flesh together, almost looking like he just constantly is growing. He has one normal arm and one elongated, completely dismantled arm that the bones are breaking in the opposite direction. He has dwarven clothing on him, and it looks like maybe just the only thing that fits at the moment. But it looks like an infant. It looks like a child. As it just steps up and it speaks, but you don't understand what he's saying, Ariell. So tongues is casted.
This is original clothing.
Roll. Do you well, Orcdeath, you can see. Do you say that out loud?
Huh?
Does Orcdeath say that out loud?
About what? Is those his original clothing?
Yeah.
I'll say it out loud.
Okay. And you're saying this in common, or?
I'm
What
saying
language?
it's Dwarvish to
Okay.
Rognarv and Ariell.
Okay. As you guys understand it, Ariell, as the Dwarven comes in. it
Cool, I'm out of the
translates in
loop
here.
forever.
Hey,
In,
Cole's out of the loop on this one
You
too.
you see the goblins just look at each other, and kind of like eyeing anyone that speaks, almost like their intention just in panic just goes over there. And as the child is up, like presented in a way, I guess, for a couple of seconds, about like as soon as like a minute is about to get, you see that the one that's not pregnant, she quickly goes over and just hugs it and like starts like you Ariell, you hear the goblin, they're saying go back, go back, it's not safe. And you hear mutters, but it's not an audible language that's coming to you, Ariell.
I'm going to look to one of the pregnant goblins.
Yeah, everybody is pregnant. So like this one is the closest, and you've already persuaded her.
Okay.
Just
Okay, cool. Yeah, then her. And say, the sun gives life. There is no need to fear it. Fear only that which is darkness.
She when you say, she starts laughing. If we can go in the light, why do you kill us when we go in the light? Why do you kill everybody that goes in the light? You, shiny one! You shinies can go into the light. We can't. We only have my mother. She protects
We kill
us.
only to defend. One of you, Boblin, understood this.
You defend.
He's
You defend our home. You kill our home. You take what we take.
we
Well,
reclaim
yeah.
what was taken. We protect those who need protecting. If you live in peace, we leave you in peace. As Boblin found
there is a
out.
cost for that too.
At the moment, she's speaking in Goblin, by the way, just so everybody knows. If
Okay.
Ariel's translating, then we will have that conversation. But at the current, she's only
Alright.
speaking in Goblin.
Yeah. Aria will. I'll get like my water flask, I guess,
Mhm.
and I'm going to add some holy water to it, and I'm going to reach it out to her. Here, drink.
She smells it,
It's water. It's safe.
and she looks. It's water, like the one below. It smells the same. And she drinks it and then passes it back. And then you
Okay.
see that they
Do I
immediately
see-
like grab it and start taking it to the child.
Do I see any like change in them upon
Roll
drinking?
me
holy
perception.
water? Like
West is gonna walk
trying
over
here
here
to figure out if anything is different. Okay,
Kinda
that's decent.
stand by like Cole and
Do I see anything? I'm intently looking
Yeah,
at that.
roll
so-
perception as well.
So 21 for me.
Is this the advantage or disadvantage or anything? Because do I know what
if you
the
have
water
your
is?
shield up, then you would.
No.
have,
I mean, do I know what the water is? Like, did you need me to roll disadvantage or anything?
No, just roll.
Okay.
What did you get on a for the sake of storage? So nobody's moving the drift globe, right? After West Side, you can't see, and last
yeah,
as
West
well.
can't see shit.
I can move it. Laz will move it forward so everyone can see what's
Is last
happening.
okay?
in the
Last is a
corner.
drift globe.
Where is the drift globe right
last?
now?
Last is the whole.
Oh,
drift
last is the drift globe right
Yeah.
now. Okay.
I am the drift globe. Yeah.
globe. What did you guys get
Yes.
on perception?
21.
Okay.
Yeah, 24 for me.
Nice.
When they drink the water, you don't see any changes, and as soon as the infant drinks the water, you see that it calms down, but nothing audible, nothing visual. Their mood doesn't change. They're still unsure, and the one in front of you like hostile, but maybe as a flight or fight defense. And everybody else just kind of hiding around each other. And you guys do see constantly goblins kind of like pushing each other and like trying to shove one to the front as the rest stay in the back. And like this ship keeps on going, except for the mother who's always in front of her son or daughter, and this goblin who is also pregnant but has her spoon as her weapon.
to her, I'm going to kind of reach out, kind of towards her belly, and try to place my hand on it and just look at her and say, "I'm not going to hurt you."
As you see that she has her spoon like an inch from your hand. It looks like she's ready to just smack it. And she's once your hand touches her stomach, you feel the stomach almost throbbing on its own and pulsating, and you definitely feel. Just going on with your perception, you definitely like sense a accelerated heartbeat, and then a very calm one, and then when you look at her, she's incredibly nervous.
I'm going to close my eyes and, I guess, a mixture of meditation and prayer. Trying to see if this is a result of Lamashtu's influence, as we saw with the others, which I'm pretty certain it is, and if there is a way to deal with it without killing the host. And I will, when I'm doing this as well, I will cast Healing Touch.
Okay.
While
Healing
he's
Touch is for poison and disease.
Poison, blindness, deafness, yeah, all that good stuff.
Okay.
It's just one of my divine healing things. I mean, that's as powerful as it gets for me.
Yeah. You're praying, right? Roll me a religion check, and I think Wes was saying something.
West, while Ariel's doing all this and West is taking all this in, he's going to kind of say to Cole that we've seen this before. This has been a recurring thing that we've been dealing with.
I rolled an 18.
Okay. Roll me percentile for what we get.
Okay.
There was a small village, and we tried to help those people out. And then when we came back one time, the village was on fire. They were being attacked by monsters, and one of the women was pregnant, and the baby literally clawed its way out of her, and she died.
I rolled a 76 on percentiles.
As your healing touch, when you cast it, you sense the energy go in, and she screams and like hits your hand, but not enough to like really move it. There's very little force behind it. It's a sting for a second or two, something that you're easily well used to.
Okay. No.
And she does it. She's about to do it again, and then you see that the stomach kind of stops moving for a second, and then pulsates again, and it feels like it had an effect, but you're not sure as to what. So if it was either poison, disease, blind, or deafened, definitely one of those is gone. And
because I'm Ariell's thinking here that it's whatever they're pregnant with is a lot. He doesn't expect his magic necessarily to kill it or like erase its existence. He doesn't feel like that's something in his power, but he's trying or hoping that he can undo Lamashtu's influence and for it to be a more natural birth. Than a monstrosity is his hope, at least, through prayer and healing and the holy water.
Yeah, with your prayer, as you're putting your hand through her stomach, feeling the life within, and knowing that you did heal something, for some reason, only one word crosses your mind. You don't have a vision or you don't make contact, but a word that you wouldn't equate to this just immediately grows to your mind, and that word is miracle.
Like a good or a bad miracle is the question.
Interesting. Okay. I will kind of remove my hand, just kind of look over to the rest, and pretty much translate what they'd said, what I had been saying to her, and just tell them what I told you, what my intention was. I'm not sure if it worked, but I really don't know. This is the first time I've been able to even attempt anything like this. Normally, with the past cases that we've come across, the host was already dead.
How do we even help at this point? Like, every time this happens and we see it, it's usually nothing we can do. I mean, like, I don't know, like, would the old queen, do you think she had something to do with this? Like, how last time under the castle with the ritual. Like, I don't understand any of this. But all I know is I keep seeing the same things, and if I keep seeing the same things, it has to mean something.
Cole's listening to all this. I'm gonna just pause right for a second. What about Old Queen's what?
The queen that you unpetrified was the real queen of Tabatha, and the queen that was in her stead was a hag of some kind. He's like,
what does that
really
sound?
tall, really scary.
I think it's one of the microphones. Somebody's
Okay.
mic rubbing.
Yeah, the whole thing with,
That's better.
So yeah, I'm sorry, can you...
Yeah, it's the queen that was petrified, she was petrified by like this hag lady. She was like really scary, like claw hands, really tall, and like you know.
Can Cole have an idea of what West is
If I can visually
as?
describe a night hag is doing, because Wes doesn't know the word night hag, but he will visually describe what he saw.
I guess that's a question. Would Cole have an idea of what
You
West is
can
trying to mean?
roll me because it's a night hag. I will give you the option of religion or history.
We'll go with religion. Oh. It's an 18.
Oh, Jesus!
My boy's got
Um,
proficiency in it.
So he's definitely
And that's his knowledge.
Damn, boy.
he's definitely describing a night hag. The
Yeah.
tall 9-foot emaciated lady with purple, almost blue skin, the horns, the claws, the magical quickness. Definitely sounds like one of the stronger hags.
Yeah, I guess his West is going to be... his West...
In addition to that information, the reason why religion was a thing you could have rolled for is night hags technically do not roam this material plane. They hunt throughout the night, specifically in dreams. How that works, you don't really know. You just know that's how they track things. And additionally, because it was an 18 and not a 20, you know that technically they live at the bottom of Mount Celestia.
Yeah, so I guess as West would have been describing it, it's like, that's a night hag.
Cool, I had no idea they had different names.
Why is a night hag roaming around here?
I'm the last person you need to be asking that.
Then he'll look directly over then at Ariell. Isn't that technically something that angels are supposed to take care of? Or be aware of?
There is conflict in the celestial plane. Betrayal and the forces of darkness on this plane seem to be banding together. I've seen men, their minds warped by the forces of the abyss. We've seen creatures such as the gnolls. I don't know what hand they play in this, but I do not believe that they are, there is no connection to what we've been seeing. As to the exact connection that they all share, I'm unsure how they are coming together. I know that Lamash 2 is, her influence, at least, is spreading. This is the first I've seen of an entire goblin camp, or goblins in general, under her influence. Before it was a small town of men.
But doesn't it make sense that every time that we've witnessed this, every time we've witnessed a woman die by this, it was always like a goblin baby that came out of them? Doesn't that make some kind of sense?
You would also so roll me intelligence, West.
Sure.
Ariell, you can as well.
Got it. Where did I put my dice? There it is. Ooh, okay.
Oh shit, West. Oh shit, West. What's up?
Little smart boy.
He's being a smart boy today.
21.
Damn,
Okay.
boy. That is an 18.
Okay, so as soon as you say that, you Wes, you kind of stop and recall that the day you met Ariell, specifically, Ariell was supposed to be taken away because she had the ability to give birth, and you found
That's right.
Gnoll children that were dead, other monstrous, quote-unquote monstrous races that were dead, a Medusa child and a Minotaur child. And
Ariell was about to say
Ariell,
that.
the word correlation keeps running through as a other hint. Remember the specific ritual the hags were trying to do as to what this goblin said to you at the beginning of the game.
This goblin said to me?
Yeah.
About the light. About how they go out in the
about
sun.
the
that they're always
sun killing, like,
the
being...
eclipse.
Yeah. That's why I'm wondering if the goblins have always had a hand in it, or how each of these factions, different factions of species and people, seem to be on the same page. I don't know if Lamash 2... I guess I'll say that in character. I'm not sure if Lamash 2 is the one communicating these plans and these wishes to all these different groups, or if perhaps more likely there is someone working for Lamash 2. Someone...
There's
Cole's
How?
probably gonna walk over to where, I guess, by Rognarv, is that a barrel?
Yeah, there's a barrel there. Yeah, you food.
Okay,
and
I'm assuming it's like covered because I'm not gonna have my boy pop on it and
Yeah, it'll be
skunk.
yeah, he's gonna just go over and sit and just be like, and I'm going off of my can't remember what the role was. I believe it was religion. Last game.
18, I believe. Yeah.
No, it was his religion roll he rolled last game when it was knowing whether or not he knew Lamash,
Oh yes.
which he does now.
Yeah.
And just kind of looking over at Ariell, it's like, I mean, newsflash. I mean, with the stuff that he would have heard Ariell talking about, these are technically species who worship her. They see.
They are, yeah. I mean, this makes sense. It's not something I like to think. You know, this doesn't really fall into my point of view of things, but to a lot of other people, you know, goblins and gnolls and, you know, Medusa and Minotaurs, other people see them as monsters, and isn't Lamashtu's thing monsters.
The
Yeah,
births
Cole
we've
just-
seen so far have all been unnatural.
May I ask a question?
What's up,
We'll look
Orcdeath?
to Orcdeath.
What are we looking for by talking to them right now? What's the purpose?
I was hoping for a way to undo the darkness, the influence of Lamashtu, seeing the result of at least one birth. There are how many more pregnant here? 10 or 11?
10. One is not pregnant. So
There are-
11
yeah.
goblins. 10.
Daddy, unless you plan on being a nanny, we're wasting our time. This is not our objective.
Even Cole's gonna just kind of just be like looking a little bit out towards pretty much the carnage that's about. I think we've done enough here.
This is my objective, my
Okay.
whole purpose for life. Otherwise, Palor would not have sent me back to this realm.
Oi,
But
so we're
like
stuck until you
Cole
finish.
said,
Look on the bright side, Orcdeath. You're getting paid.
don't know what else I could possibly do here.
And by the way, Ariell, because you have tongues casted, the goblins understand everything you've been saying.
Okay.
Uh,
Yikes.
yeah.
That could be bad or good. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll find out.
But at any rate, the deaths of those who've had influenced pregnancies by Lamashtu, we have yet to encounter any who had survived such a birth, and I will look to the one non-pregnant goblin
Mhm.
when I say that, and just kind of give her a curious look.
As soon as you say that, and you're looking at her, she looks towards you. In Goblin again. Those that survive are those that are good to the mother. Mother treats them and protects her children. Unlike the son in you. You come here and bully. And demand. If you are good, give food and leave.
I do not partake of food, so it should come of no surprise to you that I do not carry any on me. However,
Do they need food?
what I did have, I have given to you, and I kind of motion towards my water flask.
Wes is repeating again. Do they need food? I heard you talking about food.
I'll look back to West. It
You
appears.
do see that they do have a good supply of food, by the way.
Yeah.
There are definitely barrels, and you smell rotten meats throughout.
I think it's more of a example, a figure of speech, I guess. They think we are murderers, killers.
I mean, if we look at it from their perspective, we just walked into their home and killed a lot of their people.
But
Doesn't look good.
we do not kidnap them either. I think I'm done here.
Yeah. I don't.
I might be able to find
So-
more answers in that library.
So, are we just gonna leave them here?
I see.
You think that's a
that
good
Lamar-
idea?
They got boats there. They can get into boats and get out of here.
What if
I
they
don't know
just
if they
build
want
their
to leave.
forces and just keep doing what they're doing? Then what we did here was pointless.
Then
Then
what do you
I don't think-
suggest?
Well, I'm not the angel.
Cole
boy, so-
just like popping up around, just like, I'm not about to commit genocide. Sorry.
I'm not for that either. I don't think.
Cole's gonna look back over at like the goblin woman and then look at Ariell and just be like, "Hey, Angel, can you translate this for me really quick?"
Joe boy.
Kind of I'll look to Cole. Unamused.
I think that means yes.
Okay.
And Ariel speak.
Just
I think that's
'cause
angel
Cole's gonna
for
look.
yes.
Cole's gonna look at the goblin woman, the one standing on the table, just like, Do you need any assistance or anything at all?
I will translate as much. Do you need any assistance? Anything at all?
As they look around,
Like, you just said the same thing.
and
Because of
you
tongues.
hear them talking. Food, need food.
There's some dead meat laying around. Help yourself.
I just need to see exactly how much.
Oh,
it makes
God.
with it. Okay.
West,
Um.
what food do you have with you?
Wes will start to dig through his pouch as Cole's about to say a thing.
I mean, because Cole has this.
Alright, well, Cole needs to talk while Wes is meticulously digging through his bag because he
Cole's
doesn't organize anything. It's all jumbled
He's
together.
fighting I can create if need.
He can create food.
I will look to the
You can do
goblins.
that.
Can you create? I will. Actually, I guess I would ask. I'll look to Cole. What food could you create? What types? Is there any limit to that?
As the goblins look intently towards Cole, demon make food. Demon make food.
Bah.
Ha!
Whoa, now!
Damn!
Wow.
Bro.
Woo. Bro.
I will.
Thank
since
God
you
Wes
would
can't understand
that. I will look to the goblin and I will say, the demon can make food.
The demon can fucking what now, Ariell?
The Martha Stewart
What?
Tiefling.
What?
What the fuck did you say?
It's like
What food would you
Watch.
like? Essentially.
Are you asking the goblins or Cole?
Yes.
Good idea.
Yes.
Now we
There's a
gotta wait here
specific
to
type
cook.
of food that they need.
The cook.
Not rotten meat, and milk, and then you hear all the mothers milk.
I don't like that.
Damn.
Open your mouth.
They need a cow.
And then one of these dogs.
Or a goat.
I'll look over
Oh.
to Cole again. They would
Got
like
tits.
meat that is not rotten, as well as milk.
The most it mentions is you create 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water on the ground or in containers nearby, enough to sustain up to 15
I'll let-
humanoids or 5. Yeah.
I'll let you
The food
let it be
plant
manipulated
but
for
nourishing.
that. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
Okay. So
Wait for the
I will
water.
say yes. Unrotted meat and milk is their request.
Cole just casts a spell.
I will look to the goblins again and say, remember this. The sun is not your enemy.
They look at you very confused at the words that you're saying.
If you turn from the darkness, live a life worthy of respect and trust, you will
Now
have
we got Solomons.
the freedom and the quality of life you desire.
As Cole moves his hands throughout the subatomic and the verbal components and creates food, the 45 pounds, I believe, correct? Throughout and then 30 gallons of water. Some of that will be milk, I guess. Throughout the empty barrels and throughout the tables. Because you have a range of 30 feet, so you can kind of manipulate it a little bit here and there to not put it on the floor, unless you want to.
such an asshole.
That is so rude.
He's not an ass. He's gonna put it on the table.
Okay.
Jeez.
I just saying, you can do whatever you want.
But-
As a lot of the goblins start
demon
grabbing and looking at it,
food.
and then you see that they start almost like 2 or 3 start eating it immediately, but the rest start organizing, and then you see about 4 of them start grabbing broken cups or glass that they can have some sort of container, and then start giving the larger child goblin milk, and one says, "See, Angel says." Well, sorry, she wouldn't know that. Clean boy
Chicken man.
says. Clean boy says,
boy.
"Sun is good, but demon gives food." Conflicting details.
Wait, do I know which spot? Oh yeah, yeah, I knew. Never mind. Yeah, that is. I really.
Out
didn't
of,
have
out
to
of
say that.
curiosity,
It's a fair
Wes. Out of curiosity,
They're
can Wes.
also goblins, so they're also goblins.
Yeah.
Whatever that means to you.
Goblins. Yeah.
What were we saying?
No, I was gonna say, like, out of curiosity, I guess I just wanted Wes to like, just investigate what kind of meat it was over there. Because it was
nature or survival, your choice.
Different one. Odds was survival.
Okay.
Hey, that's not bad.
That is a 21.
Okay. And also roll me if you're going to look only one specific spot, or are you going to look around?
I'm just gonna look in the one area where it was indicated that there's rotten meat.
Okay. If you're only looking like in this general direction where the goblins are, you see that there's a lot of rotten, mainly deer, to be honest.
Okay.
To you, looks like overhunting at the moment, and then just not enough mounts to eat this. And then you look at how many goblins there are as well.
Right. Okay, that's all Wes wanted to do.
Investigating that, Ariell will cast his Detect Evil and Good, just as Cole did, but he's looking for any places or objects that have been desecrated in this. And he'll walk around, too, trying to see if he can pinpoint anything. We destroyed the mask, but...
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for bringing that up out of character. Because Cole's gonna also look over at Wes, just be like,
there's other than the mask.
Yeah,
what
was that you? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you don't. Other than the obvious pings that you always see, the mask, since it's destroyed, there is no desecration within the area. Technically, though, let me see what the actual definition of this word is. Technically, the water down below will feel consecrated.
I will look to the goblins, actually. That is a good, good thing.
So not desecrated, consecrated.
I will look to the goblins and say, how exactly did the water below come to be as it is?
We have dreams of wolves and smaller wolves, and then big wolves come, and boss says that they're here to stay, and then the water's got cleaner and cleaner, and we got children.
Nope, don't like that.
Nope, that sounds nope.
Dreams and yeah, nope. Thanks.
Out of character. Hard no.
I will, for now, I will end tongues.
Okay.
And I will look to Laz and the rest and say, if we're concerned that they will leave the cave to hurt more innocent passersby, we can sink the boats that are here.
Ariell, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think they're gonna go very. We killed literally all of their warriors, all of their capable hands.
They're all pregnant, so they can raise children.
Wasn't me.
I don't know. Sometimes you're too drunk to remember.
At
any rate, at any rate, I think we're done here. They have their food. I have hopefully done what I can with their skewed beliefs. I think it'd be best if we move on to...
Cole's gonna walk up to Ariell and just pat him on the shoulder with that and just keep walking.
Oh my god!
You said it, I worded it.
You're really not helping with the whole Ariell not liking Cole thing.
He's a shit, what do you expect?
Well, you called it.
As we're all kind of leaving the area, I think West is just gonna linger for like half a second, kind of like look at where the mask was, and then he'll follow out.
I will, as Cole says that, almost said Aurea. As Cole says
Wow.
It happens.
I will kind of say, as Cole walks away, quietly, but maybe loud enough for Cole to hear. I mean, you see that we have a Medusa child. Or you've heard of it.
Wait, what? I'm
You-
sorry.
I'll
you
say
heard
like
of the
you've
Medusa
heard of
child?
our Medusa child, I'm assuming.
Yes, your tall friend talks.
This isn't.
I mean-
This shouldn't be too much of a stretch. And I will kind of leave the area, I guess. I've done what I can.
Do the rest of you guys leave?
Yes.
Yeah.
Through
Yeah.
a
Forward.
as you guys go, you hear a lot of goblin muttering, but no like footsteps that ever get anywhere closer. As Last still has the orb. Other than probably the swimmers. Other than Cole. And last probably, the boats will sink, so the rest of you guys have to swim. As you
Cool.
emerge completely clean, those of you that decide to do so, or you can fly if you want. Yes.
How long has it? That's a question.
What?
How long has it been for the encounter and then this talk? Is it more than 10
I would
minutes? or anything?
say, yeah, it's getting close to 10
Short
minutes.
rest?
No,
Okay.
it would have been an hour
If
for a
it's
short rest.
If it's more than 10 minutes already, then I don't have fly.
I can say
activity
that
right
fly will be still there for you if you wish to use fly. By the time you get out, a minute or so, or like 30 seconds after you like land on surface, it will go away. Just for if you don't
Okay.
want to touch the water, that's fine. That's cool.
Then I do have a question, I guess, for the party when we're leaving. Like, are we gonna burn the boat?
No, I don't think there's any point to that. We've already
Right.
fucked their lives up enough. And then Lamashtu
Yep.
fucked it up even more. So, what can you do?
As we leave, I think I can retcon something a bit since we haven't like completely left.
Sure.
I will collect the weapons
Okay.
and put them in a single boat and kind of put it. I'll drift the boat out kind of into the middle of the water and light it on fire.
All right, fair enough. With that, after that,
if I see Coleton, if I see Ariell do that, I guess I'm gonna go help.
if we're doing that, then I'll say that if anybody wanted to do a short rest within the cave, that wouldn't take terribly too long. You guys can definitely take a short rest if you want to within the cave. That's totally fine. Because that was mentioned.
One of the things that I did while I guess the short rest will be going on, and it's just something that, because it was mentioned earlier, the goblins mentioned it, and then Cole kind of looking at Wes, just being like, why do you look cleaner from the last time that, from when we came in the cave?
I don't want to talk.
Fair enough.
Fucking-
Cole wants to kind of like, again, dip his hands in the water and just try to get an idea of, like,
It's
what
wet.
would be associated with
It's-
it.
I mean,
know water's
from other than being wet, roll me insight.
Huh?
Roll me an insight or insight, I guess.
Inside.
Be too much of an investigation. Just see what anything comes.
That's a 6.
Oh, nice.
It's wet. Apparently, it's magically cleaned. And Lamashtu sent magical cleaning water to this cave.
For the pregnant
Weird.
it's fucking...
lady.
I don't like it at all.
Being a paladin and an angel as well, does Ariell know a way to unconsecrate something without desecrating it?
I could pee in it.
Please don't.
I can be in it too.
Other
I
than,
do have to go.
Hey, I drink enough for everybody.
I want to turn the water back to normal water if I can.
I could pee in it.
If it was something that you can detect, you could try a dispel, but it wouldn't be something this big. And because it's so massive, like 120-foot river, that's something beyond what most can ever do.
Okay, never mind then.
Can while we're
Ro-
leaving,
with
can Laz get
Rognarv-
like an empty health bottle and like take some water?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I was gonna do the same
Yeah.
thing. I don't have an empty health bottle with me. I sold my.
Yeah, I don't
last empty
have
one.
it anymore.
If I always like keeping potion bottles because just like this,
Yeah.
it comes in handy.
Yes, I
yeah.
do this.
With
Water is mine.
Water, you have just make sure you know where you got it from, and it's cleaning properties.
Wes is just watching Laz do this, and it's like, wait, you actually save your bottles?
I look at him. I'm like, yeah, don't you?
No, I usually smash them on the ground when I'm fun.
No.
Oh, that
I
sounds fun.
eat it.
That you see Cole
Well,
just look over. Because I'm assuming he would be sitting next to Laz while
Sure. Yeah.
look over at Cole. Cole's gonna look over at Wes and just be like, and that's how you get cuts in your feet.
I wear shoes, thank you.
I will look over to West and be like, West,
True.
you do
That
realize
that's-
that even when the contents of the glass bottle are empty, the bottle itself is worth some money, correct?
What's
I
on-
have no idea. I don't
Everything
understand a
is
word
worth
you're
money.
saying.
You're talking to West.
They sigh.
I've only used
You're
money like once.
You're talking
Usually
to
everybody
West.
buys stuff for me, so
Okay,
you know
okay. I will put this in terms that West you then can understand.
what.
You take a health potion. The bottle is now empty.
Okay.
Instead of smashing it on the ground, you could sell it and then buy beer. Those
You lost
empty
me.
bottles are worth beer. You could get beer for your empty bottles.
Wait. Okay, I got it better. So if I save my bottles,
Mm-hmm.
a
You
bottle that holds
deposit
liquid.
it.
Yes.
Okay, bottle that holds liquid. I pour out the liquid.
Don't pour
And I
out the
could put
liquid. Use the
Different
liquid.
liquid in here. I could put beer in here.
You could put anything you want in an empty bottle, yes.
Holy shit, you fucking genius.
Cole in the background. Recycle.
with our
We're saving the planet in more ways than one.
with our
I
Our
am
good
a green
intentions.
alcoholic, thank you.
Ariell is introducing a new initiative to Kovasa called the Ariell Recycling Initiative.
God damn it, Ariell!
Yes,
My
you
legacy
can.
will be turtle.
You know, for us old folks, you can deposit the bottles for 2 copper.
Holy shit!
There you go.
back in my day, you had a ring in a
Back in
bottle
my
if you wanted
day.
I can get a nickel for this?
In some cities, you can get 10 cents.
Yeah.
10 coppers.
with a slight little transition, and trying to move map. Yep, I can do it.
Maps.
Looking
Oh,
at
hello.
this map,
Cool.
trailing from a bit ways of here, jaunting just forward. There is a way for me to do a thing, and everybody that is seeing me can definitely see what I'm doing. I want to have a no grid.
I just realized something.
What'd you realize?
Cole has never seen the horse.
Cole has never
You
seen a horse?
He hasn't seen the cart.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So seeing the war
It's a nice
horse,
cart. It's a very nice cart.
Very nice.
that's a big horse.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, his name's
You see
Couscous.
Couscous, and you see Brum.
I'm just gonna be petting
Hey,
Couscous
guys.
and Trixie at the same time.
Should we
because
set up
Trixie's
a
so
fort right
bastard.
here?
What?
We should set up a fort right here.
Elysian Vagabonds.
Yes.
Prime real estate.
Yep, we can
Real
charge
estate.
people a toll to use the river. I am the gatekeeper.
I have
You can
opinions about that. But we'll
whatever
cross that
you
bridge when we
guys
burn it.
want to do.
Yo, we could hold concerts.
Oh my god,
Holy
yes you
shit,
can.
Laz.
We could do
Oh,
anything.
God.
We could make
Oh,
people pay
okay.
to come to my concert.
I keep
Guys,
derailing.
hold up.
Yes.
Big
Go
brain
in,
energy. I'm
Jesus.
opening a
Going
tavern.
forward,
We're never
Yes.
gonna get anything done.
The trip will take you about 4 days or so. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Doggo.
So
To
on
the
night
to the
of
Dwarven city.
yes,
Or-
to the night of the
Okay.
first day.
Hmm.
Orcdeath. You
Yes?
actually have a slightly different dream. Being around these individuals is definitely other than the constant just banshee dog howling in the background. Good. It doesn't really let you sleep.
Some random
but,
dog out in the woods.
Just an
Bloodhound
elf and his
Howlers.
hunter, just like,
good
Meat
sightseeing
for the
over
night.
here. Just you see his bow and just like
Oh,
shoots
boy.
up.
Just quick question: we're doing a long rest at the moment?
You can do 4 long rests if you so like.
Okay.
Back to normal.
Yes, back to normal with everything. And because it's been 4 days, enough to recover you guys' hit die as well. So
Yeah,
to
I'm
keep track of that.
changing some of my spells as well.
Awesome.
Just like,
Yeah,
I
no
was
problem.
changing some stuff a lot.
Orcdeath. So your dream starts out as normal. Seeing the stream of the faceless entities with you seeing the faceless elf and drow and Duragar, giantkin, and you do see the decapitated orc on the floor, but unlike most of your dreams, the placement is completely different, as the decapitated orc is behind everybody instead of just being in the same row. And in the middle, up front, you see you see a goblin with the features. With this, I'll need you to roll me perception to see exactly what you do see from the dream.
Perception 12.
12. Okay. You'll be able to see some, but not every little detail. You see that the goblin is constantly grinning. Something about its teeth reminds you, just like the teeth are unnaturally big as comparison to what the goblin is, and you see that the goblin stands about the size of the giant kin. You aren't able to see most of the features in it, but other than like the hammering in the background goes away to just the cackling of this goblin. And then almost in rhythm to where the neck is ding would be against the hammer hitting the anvil, you just hear the and it's just that exact image, and every time you wake up, try to go back, you see it again. On the second night, you see the goblin, but it's no longer grinning. By the third, your dreams are back to normal, with all these races with completely non-featured faces, and again, every other night it blends between male or female. Nothing's ever straight. With in line again, the orc with the decapitated head. So, is there anything specific that you guys would like to do on this 4-day journey before you get into the mountains?
Drink.
I will pray
Of course.
about
Okay.
every single day.
Oh, okay. I'll give you one general religion.
Okay.
I'm
I'm going to
gonna
pray.
I'm just gonna clean up.
Well, I'm sorry, Jeremiah?
No, I'm just gonna clean up Bram and prepare different spells and stuff.
Understood.
That's about.
I think West will try meditating one. and only
Okay.
one.
Roll me a
This is how it
wisdom.
works.
Ooh.
Yeah, Cole's kind of curious because he saw some. That was the first time he ever saw West Rage.
Oh,
so,
is Cole gonna talk to West?
yeah, he's
Sure.
like,
All right. Ariell, roll me. Last, is there anything specific that you want to do? Just so we can, everybody.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking about just vibing. Just
Just
vibing.
Just. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sleep.
Remember all your rock quest.
I remember my Warrior Rock.
What? Oh.
I listened to it like a couple times.
As Lass is definitely just chilling, just like kind of feeling the vibe, going in and out of conversations fluently, and almost all of you in your own individual way, you'd be like, man, she's pretty cool.
yeah, no,
Whatever that means to your character, like, oh man, she knows how to carry the conversation. Like, oh, she knows when to stay away from me. Like, whatever it means to you, she knows how to read that vibe.
Yeah, Lass is pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm a people person.
Yeah, just people,
No.
people Genasi.
because I was thinking because Cole would have gone up to Laz and be like, "Hey, we did pretty good on taking care of that." I can't remember the name of the damn thing.
Argus?
Oh,
Margaret.
the
We did
weird
good.
goblin dog. I would have just been like finger guns. Hell yeah.
As beer
I
gets
can
Friendship
brewed
is
one of
so
those.
as beer gets brewed on the daily, Brahm is being meticulously clean and prepared as spells get exchanged here and there throughout the days. Ariell, what did you get on religion?
I got a dirty 20.
Okay,
Oh my
that's good. Now roll me percentile.
Alrighty. Let's try this again.
What's up, Cole?
Coleton.
Haha, not as good. That is a 37.
Oh.
Throughout the days, you don't really get anything. You do notice that every time you meditate, the clouds almost like they go away. And anytime that you think of the Underdark, you're noticing that not over-exaggerated, but there tends to be a cloud that kind of shades you a slight bit. To whatever that means to you.
Okay.
And because of the lower number. That's as much as I can give on that one. Wes, what was your wisdom?
I don't know if Cole was going to try talking to him before or after the meditation.
Sure, whatever your decision, you guys.
What's up?
Yeah, because Cole would be just kind of going up to him. It's just like, so what was that?
What was what? You gotta be specific with me. That's something you need to know about me, I guess.
When you got really, really mad in the cave. And...
Yeah, I do this thing where I get really mad, and when I get mad, then I get a lot stronger, and sometimes I get a little too into it. What?
You didn't.
Let me, if I could try to recall, has anybody mentioned before?
Mentioned
about
what?
Whenever West rages, he gets these shadowy horns that kind of
I did.
silhouette him.
I have
I
not
did.
mentioned
The
it.
first time I saw you, I did.
Way to be a pal, Ariell.
Well, I haven't mentioned it to Cole, but I've like.
Oh
I
no,
mentioned it
like
out
I mean to
loud
West.
you.
I mean to West.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, the first time I saw you, I asked him.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would have mentioned it when I was talking to you about the whole dispossession.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Setting rooms on fire.
Oh, you mean like the horns?
No.
Yeah, I'm in this really funny circumstance right now.
Funny. So funny, guys. So
It's
funny.
complicated-ish. I mean,
Ariel's
I
just
guess-
meditating. It was funny.
You just see Cole, Cole sees Wes starting to kind of talk, and Cole just, what? And then he reaches into his satchel, and then he pulls out his big-ass journal that has, like, loose leaves and stuff just, like, shoved in it. Opens it up. Continue.
Oh my god.
Holds up his graphite piece, like, continue.
Oh, precious.
Oh god, this
Oh, he's
librarian.
Aw, he's such a nerd. He's gonna take notes.
You're a nerd.
It's curious.
I love taking notes.
He will do his
okay,
best.
so here's the thing, right? And I'll give him like the rundown of. Okay, I met this tiefling in Corvassa. He was the captain of the Sea Devil, which is this pirate ship that we kind of.
That means nothing to me, but continue.
Anyway, we sailed on it. It was we also fought a time on that ship. That was crazy.
How are you
Anyway,
alive?
backtracking around. So this captain, right? His name was Dis. He was the captain of the Sea Devil. He lived in the basement of the tavern that you're staying at, actually, but he's not there anymore because he was arrested and then executed at the castle. And that was kind of my bad and our bad because we're gonna go break him out, but we were, I guess, a day late and we missed it, and it was kind of awkward. And when
The writing slows.
So when I saw his dead body, I felt like this thing go into me and some voice telling me to control it, and so I guess accepted what that was. And next thing I know, we're fighting the Queen's personal hobgoblin guards, and one of them kills me. But then when one of them kills me, I get brought back, and then for a while I couldn't control myself when I was angry, and I just kind of went into these blackouts. And after that, I
Just
kind of started
apologies,
talking to
you're
the
going
guy
up
that lived in my
here
head.
to these mountains.
Oh,
Apologies.
oh,
Wrong
not
mountain.
over there.
And so Diz started appearing in my head a lot and talking to me. And so I started talking to him back. And then next thing you know, we kind of reached an agreement. And I guess I'm in contract with him now. And now I can use magic and stuff. And also I can read. I never used to be able to read before, but now I can read.
Orcdeath
Wow.
is drinking and looking at Wes and Cole talk to each other. He's looking at Ariell, who is praying. He's looking at Rognarv, who is lovingly cleaning Brom. He elbows Laz, kind of nods with Rognarv. That boy needs a girlfriend.
Wait, what?
I think that is his girlfriend.
Who?
Rognarv's girlfriend is Bro.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hashtag Ken.
Don't listen
Everybody
to
has
Brom.
something electrical to him, like,
At least he's not lonely.
yeah.
Just also, I guess for roleplay purposes, if when you see me changing my spells, I'm actually talking to Bro. And because my my spell focus for us an Artificer is my act, so he just zaps into it.
Understood.
I'm like, bro, help me out here. Yeah, thank you.
And Brom assists you in exchanging your spells. And the 4-day trip goes on. Yes.
Oh yeah,
No,
I gotta do my meditation.
Yeah, no, sorry. And during the 4-day trip, I think Cole would have also like set his bag in the
I
wagon.
feel like West Story took 4 days.
Probably did. But during the 4-day trip, Cole would have kept his bag in the back, but at the same time, you would have seen him take out the little fox skull and just sit it on top of the bag.
Understood.
Okay, so for my meditation, I rolled a 14.
14.
Yes.
It's very peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty peaceful.
Uh,
You don't get anything.
Okay.
But with that, we're going to continue on. Take our little short break here and come back in once we reach the mountains at the My Spire Mountains here and the this Dwarven mountain range that you guys have been pretty familiar with as of the past year or two. But all right, guys, we'll be back in a bit.
Yeah.
okay, in a little bit, we'll see you.
Hey, real quick, I've got the new script you sent us for the next episode. So we have new players. Who's Grayson? You know who that is?
Yeah, I'm reading that too. What's this? Tori Val? Tori Val?
So we have new players.
New players?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, dude. So it also says that the schedule's changed. We're playing on Mondays now.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, what happened to Tuesday?
That'll team out Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Okay.
And just one last little thing.
And it's online now?
Yeah, that. So we're not playing in the studio anymore. It's all online. All right, man. That fucking works for me. All right. Cool. See you later. Bye. everybody. We are back. Changing the as I'm adjusting my seat because my bum is sensitive.
That's what you call it.
That is exactly what I call it. Yeah. You know.
Pain in the lumbar.
As you guys have passed gone through these past couple of days, going through wide canyons, just different mountainous terrain, seeing a lot of more game here and there. Definitely the call of birds started going throughout the forest and goats and mountain squirrels throughout the mountains as you guys travel through. Seeing a party of dwarven merchants exit in and out, and as you guys approach the entrance to the main mountain to be more of the residents, you see that all around it there's an arc of the dwarven steel, this silver, almost like a shine of blue steel throughout. As there's different shops here and there, you see one actual gnomish like vendor with just tents here selling jewels, and as you guys approach inside, it is way more alive than you originally remember. As people do see you and recognize some of you as they're shaking your hands, especially with the grandiose entrance that Ariell had the last time. Some recalling Rognarv and Orcdeath as you and Mumrock Orcdeath had the highest drow kill when you were being employed here a couple of months ago. Definitely recalling that information.
Heroes welcome.
Definitely a hero's welcome. As you guys go
buy the drinks.
As something like, I got you, mate. I'll buy you some fucking drinks later.
Free drinks, what?
Some of the guards come in, and just through communication here and there, you definitely learn that there's 4 layers throughout the mountains. As you guys are deciding what to do here and there, throughout the main entrance would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Essentially 5 different layers of the mountain that is organized. The top being where the Duke of the mountain is, which Ariell, I believe you're the only one that's actually spoken to him and been at his personal reference, and more of the organization and political side of and paperwork essentially, and just as it kind of trickles down, the inns and shops and more of the just the generalized market is where you guys are entering at almost the top of the mountain. But once you go inside and go further below, throughout the halls, residential districts, going further down into guild districts and work districts, and then at the bottom, as you are explained by one of the dwarven soldiers, there is the King's Market. As he says, lads, if you be if you be as good as they say you'd be, I reckon that the Duke would definitely let you go into his market and see what else you can buy. Pretty good stuff now that everything's been open, I say. And he bids you a farewell as he burps in ale. So, as you guys have entered the market, a more decor has definitely sprung out. The wooden carousels and barriers that you had to like separate and organize stores have completely been gone, and stone or steel halls have definitely been like not necessarily like erected, but have been brought back. You see colorful banners here. There are lots of reds and yellows displayed throughout. As since you guys are at least in the entrance going to the more of the inn and like trade part, as soon as you guys are walking, you just hear people yelling, "Oh, we got shovels over here! Fuck your shovels! We got some sausage!" And people just trying to persuade you to go in any of their locations necessarily. But with
Orcdeath says, that man, he burped his ale. It was a good year. Where can I get it?
He turns around. See that little tavern? The best ale on the fucking mountain.
I'll see you guys later. I'm going to the tavern.
Alright. As you see Elle's cousin yet again being the one who is managing the Sea Devil Tavern, and as she sees you, Orcdeath. I know which L you want. Don't worry. She kind of pours down, swings at it. I'll start your tab, and then a nice frothy pint gets slid over to you, Orcdeath. What about the rest of you guys? What do you guys want to do?
I want to try to go to that special marketplace, I guess that was.
Yeah, same.
Somebody was
In that.
saying. But at the same time, I'm just kind of looking at for armor shop or whatever.
Okay. Just letting you know that there, as I'm also like looking at my notes, there is as I switched everything around a little bit, there is a general markets, like anything in the player's handbook you can definitely get. But if you're looking for more centralized things, I can give you a general list of everything that's here as soon as I open up my documents. Where is it? As I get this open. So, Rognarv, well, better yet. How are we going to split the party, essentially? Is anyone joining Orcdeath in the tavern?
The drinks will be free.
I'm perusing the marketplace because
Same.
I want to.
Okay.
I guess
something.
West has like no direction that he wants to go. So.
I'll head to the tavern later. I will go peruse the shops. Peruse,
Yeah,
that's a word.
Cole's gonna peruse the shops and also
Books. Oh god.
Books, of course.
I guess West will follow Rognarv.
Okay, so
Cole would look over at Laz like, "You want to shopping buddies?"
Yes. Finally, you ask.
Alright, where are you
You
going?
may get caught on fire.
I
I'm
am
sorry.
going to the market.
Oh, that's fine.
Wearing her leopard skin.
Some things that help us along the way.
We bougie out here.
Yes.
Ooh, Laz, you gotta get that like custom fitted as like a jacket or something.
It's a hat. It's like a big hat.
Dope ass hat.
Hoochie Mama leggings.
Oh my god.
Dude,
Mama leggings. As there, that should be it. Yep, there we go. Okay, cool. As I have the general. So open market. The main things, if you guys are going to like the main markets before you head further south, things like explorers packs, masons tools, smithers tools, tinkerers tools, iron pot shovels, spyglass, bells, collar traps, chains, ink, lamp, leather, lanterns, specialized locks, rope or chalk. Those would be kind of like the main biggest things here. Cole and Lass, you guys are heading to the library essentially?
Cole is wanting to go to a library first,
Yeah,
and then he
I'll take
wants to
one.
go and peruse like whatever, I guess, magic shops. I guess in a way he's also looking for someone like, I guess, a smith or something like that too.
Magical shops, it really won't have too much from the
Which is
mundane. If you are just shopping the generalized location without going to the King's what was it called again?
King's Market?
The King's Market, yes. Sorry, thank you. As I have again too many pages up. So, how do I open up my other page? As my laptop is being
I guess. I think one thing that West is probably that's currently on his mind. He'll probably ask Rognarv and Ariell. So if we're going back to the Underdark, there's this thing that's kind of a problem, and it's that Laz and I can't really see in the dark.
Don't worry, I
And we
kind
need
of
to-
prepared. I prepared something for that, but I can only do it to one person.
Okay.
Okay.
well,
So
I need to
just
find
to
something that can help that.
keep things a little bit more organized here and there. Laz and Cole. There won't be a centralized library as I rolled, and we got a 3. The closest thing would be the Church of Morden, which would be also in the top layer with the Duke.
Okay.
If that is a place that would you like to go?
Cole's only wanting to stop into the library just to.
They will have
He wants to-
bookstores, but a lot of it's more like manuals on different
Okay.
types of labor.
What he technically is looking for is he just wants a book to basically learn, I guess, to speak and write Dwarvish.
Okay. You can definitely get a very basic guide from converting common. I'll say about 7 gold will do for
Okay.
a book to do so. Just letting you know, every hour you put into this language, mark it down that you're setting.
Okay.
If anyone else would like to go to the King's Market, I can actually transfer you guys there.
Which I guess is, I mean, aside from going to the library.
Is anyone specifically not going shopping to the King's Market?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Since we're gonna be learning languages, could Laz put an hour into learning Dark Elf, if that's the language?
Yeah, you would
Drow?
need to
Drow?
buy a book for that if you have it. And
Deep speech.
Let me. Deep speech would not be a language that you can easily track. For
Yeah, that's a little advanced.
You
I
haven't
said-
unlocked
I
enough
said
Lingots for that
50
language.
or above, they would have some drow text, and that I don't know if you can see it. Well, that is a 0, and then the other 0, where is it? That is 100. So yeah, they do. After the invasion, there's definitely a lot of text to try to translate that, and just to keep with the mechanics of this. It will cost a gold and per hour and 250 hours to learn the new language. Just to keep the mechanics here and there, to keep constantly buying paper and pen, to just keep on taking notations, start writing books. So you are going to have to need to transfer physical material resources into this. And for the simplisticness of just us proceeding forward, to not boggle down on like, well, you didn't buy paper, so like to not do that whole thing. We'll translate 1 gold per 1 day of per hour, sorry, of practicing. And once you both reach 250 hours, also 250 gold, you have learned your new language.
Okay. Duly noted. I don't know if I'm gonna do that now, but I will remember that.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you can if you're going to buy the textbook first that you need to, that one I will say is a little bit more expensive. So 7 plus 4, so 11 gold for a Drow translation. And the reason why is because most of it would be Drow to Dwarven, and you needed to get Drow to Common.
Oh, okay.
So if you want that book, 11 gold, and then we can proceed forward in future adventures.
Okay, I'm just gonna wait on that, but I'll remember what I need to do if I want to learn a language.
Okay, all right, noted. And as we move over here, as you guys are going further down into the district, there's a lot of different halls, as you can see, just like marble statues here and there to ornate, and just stones that have not been completely degraded. Most of them have like some sort of like quality, just a essence to like not destroy the stone, as everything else is kind of like laid down and gathered, with a lot of just communication for the sake of time. And talking to the right people at the right time. An hour or so goes by, 2, 3, depending on who's entering at the same time. Lass and Cole meet up with them. The 4 major shops within the King's Market would be a armory shop, a weapon shop, armory weapons. Just looking all the way at the top, they also would have a makeshift potion and the scrolls they have gathered throughout specific trade that the king would qualify intel to sell to mercenaries here and there, and the guild that the dwarves have here within the mountains that is called is I'll look over here as I'm cheating. Blah 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 blah. The King's Wardens Guild. That is generally for hiring mercenaries of the mountain for anything else. Would be at this specific tavern down here. So, with all that information transpiring throughout the past 3 to 4 hours, what would you guys like to do?
Me, armor.
Okay.
I will also go armor.
I guess I'm being dragged over.
I can move all the characters over just to be a little bit simple. As the cobblestone definitely kind of separates a makeshift street here, and there's these iron kind of rooms separating everything. So just to note, yeah, sure, armor. Technically, this one would be here. Let me make.
Oh, this is the armor.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh,
armor.
I saw.
Yeah,
I saw a forge.
No. It's we have what we can pay for.
Yeah.
And
this is weapon shop.
Weapon shop, yes, sir. And
Okay.
then this is potion / scrolls, and then here is the
little tavern thing, guild.
bar and guild.
The bar.
Yeah. So
Cole's just gonna awkwardly lean over to, like, do you have any idea where I could go? And he's just holding like the pouch full of 1,500 silver that he has to where I could go to maybe like ground down, or is that a bad thing to do? I don't know.
Who are you talking to? You talking to West at the moment?
I guess it's Laz.
Laz,
Oh, to Laz?
because she's
Oh,
right
okay.
next to him.
Well, if you want some
Well,
powdered silver, you're gonna need to find probably a blacksmith.
like,
Someone
didn't
that can
you
melt it.
ask us last time? Because
Well,
like I said, I asked
out of
Smith.
character, so
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay. That
Yeah.
was out of character. Okay, never mind.
Rognarv's ear just goes.
You should have the dwarf here help you. And I point to Brog.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm a smith of both, actually. Jesus. I think that's what you were asking me. I was both an armor and tinkerer, I guess,
Okay.
for Arcana.
Okay. Tinker and an armor smith. Okay, cool. I
And
just
the
didn't know
smith.
if you were an alchemist or not. I needed to remember if you were. or
Yeah,
not.
it was both because I was looking up here like what I was, but yeah, I was a tinker and that smithing.
This is not going wherever. Alright, whatever. Fine.
It's fine.
Fine. It's fine.
Everything's okay. We understand things.
Yes. Oh my god. All right. Cool. So, anyone want to go in any specific? Okay. So we have Rog and West at the
Yeah,
armory.
Yeah.
Orcdeath, Cole, last Ariell. Any specific?
so then Cole would also be.
I'd be in the armory.
Okay.
Yeah, the armory.
Everyone's
Alrighty.
going to the armory.
Everybody's
Okay.
system.
Orcdeath, are you tagging along?
You want to take a guess where he's going?
All right. Center at the
Guess
bar.
he's tagging along to the bar.
And as Orcdeath, just because 5v1 at the moment. As you go in, there's a door and bartender who looks at you. Are you part of the guild, or are you
Sure.
you shopping by?
Just looking for a drink.
All right. The usual, something stronger.
I like your best quality stuff.
Best quality. All right, we got some good old strong jaw here. I'll bring you up some. There'll be about 4 silver per pint. And he looks around, and when you sit down, as you're going through, you see a couple crossbow men who have kind of similar uniforms, a little variations here and there. Everyone here looks mid-age to a little bit younger than you. You do see one man who you've seen priest before. He looks very priestly. A couple guys with pole arms, and one actual human in the back with dark leathers and browns, just sticking to himself. As he slides the strong jaw ale towards you, and would you like to start a tab or you closing?
No, if I like it, the tip will be nice.
Ah.
If I don't like it, it's drinking and leaving.
Well, you better fucking pay before you leave.
It's pretty strong. Fair. It has a hints of mint in it. It's a good. It's definitely not like it's not dwarven factured, but it's really good.
I'm impressed.
So at the armory, as you go in, as the dwarf will look at you.
Interesting looking bunch. Obviously, you're not part of the guild.
I look around and see who does not make eye contact with me.
Who does not make eye contact with you?
No.
The human definitely will make eye contact with you.
Will not.
This human up here will not make eye contact with you. These dwarves will kind of eye you, but not anything threatening. They just look at the new person, sit down, and then go back to the conversation. The priest does definitely look at you, and if you make eye contact, will smile, and you start noticing the froth of foam all around his beard. This priest has been drinking way too much. But other than that, they look like they're staying to themselves, or you get the feeling that they're waiting to be approached.
I tell the bartender to bring me another ale.
Put eye on it, and the ales will keep coming as long as you want. All right, as long as you want an ale, they'll definitely be coming.
I'll take the other ale and I go over to the human, shove it to him. I says, "Here you go, laddie."
Much obliged, Master Dwarf.
What's your story?
I have skill sets here and there. Usually with my fingers, if there's anything you need picking, anything you need opening, that's what I'm here for.
Ooh. So what have you been lately? Any excursions?
I've under my own specific contract.
So you're
I cannot. There's some things that if I tell you where I've been, I might not see free air for a long time. So it just depends. But I've been to Elvish cities. I've been to a couple of your mountains. Not sea adventures, or if that's what you're going, that's not what I'm going. I've also tinkered here and there with the Upper Dark. Definitely a good area for me to hide, but not a good area for me to see.
Have you heard anything out of the ordinary around a place to make good coin?
Good coin. A lot of the dwarves up above that need help are trying to rebuild the city that they have recaptured. Apparently, the Drow took away their city and took away their trading post, and they're reclaiming it back. So if you're looking for manual labor, and then he looks you over, which that's not your best skill set.
I hold up my hands. These are not for building blood, they're for fighting.
As much as fighting, usually we're the ones that get hired to go somewhere else, depending on what the kings need.
Have you heard of any rumor or anything around this area? Just seems out of place.
Let's see if he has. Let's see if he has. As I look over at his sheet. Okay. With a pretty high intelligence. As he looks at you. No. And that's what worries me. I don't recall Drow liking to take in an ass beating and not trying to claim something back. So, and as you see that he kind of like toys with a coin that you didn't see before, and then kind of just like pockets it back. He looks a little puzzled. if they are not coming back to claim what they've been, and then he in quotes, rightfully stolen from the citizens of this land, then either something major has happened in their society that they can't deal with.
Perhaps they're waiting to get more numbers to reclaim what they...
It could also be. Maybe the mountains are perfectly safe now, which means there is no work for me. But if you're here, where are you going?
There's a friend I need to see. I haven't seen her in a long time. I hear he's in a bit of trouble.
If that trouble
I'm going to go help
requires, as he kind of nods, if that trouble requires a lock to be picked or someone to go in unnoticed, you let me know.
Where are you staying at, lad?
For tonight, I am going to stay at the. And he kind of looks and kind of goes through his papers. The Iron Bar. It was the cheapest
Fair
one on the
enough.
menu.
Let me ask around and see what's going on. I may look you up, lad. What's your name?
Oh, that is very good. As I actually need you to roll percentiles to see what their names are and who they most of their identities will be.
I need roll percentile.
Yeah, percentile. I have a chart here, and we're just gonna pick and choose.
All right, laddie.
Pick someone cute. Pick someone cute.
Sir Brad Pitt.
Sir Brad of the Pit.
35.
35. Okay. So he looks to be 41, and you do notice that there is a slight like thinness to him. His name would be Ariell.
Artificer?
Ariell, yes. As you don't see much detail that he does not want you to see. You're getting that. Apparently, he's smooth of skin.
Do I notice anything on his shield or his clothing that has any type of marking of a kingdom?
Roll me perception.
I don't.
What did you get?
A natural 4.
4.
Woof.
You don't, and you that either is he's from nowhere. He does not want to be known. The only thing that you do see that sounds a little bit odd against the black and grays and browns that he has, and almost everything is other, nothing metallic, is he has about 4 rings on 3 on one hand and 1 on the other hand, each ring of a different color.
Okay. Well, Arwen is the name?
Yeah, Arwen. Ariell.
Arwen.
Yeah.
Pardon me, man. I am Orcdeath the Mighty.
That is a great name. I'm glad I'm not an orc.
There you go. Let me look into some things. I'll be in touch.
I'll be here.
Alrighty,
You
lad.
also notice one last thing. He is not drinking anything. He's just sitting there.
You're missing out on good ale, but since you don't want it, I'll take it.
Alrighty then.
Not let it.
Can't waste the ale, man.
No, I can't waste that ale, bro.
Alrighty. The armory. As you see, the dwarf man with his groomly, very groomly beard, but his hair is not so well groomed. He looks pretty, at least middle-aged, that you can tell. When you go into his army, you definitely see that there's a mannequin with half-plate armor. And there's a couple of dark steel-looking plates here and there that he's been working on. And then he has 2 displayed chainmail and a secondary displayed half-plate plates. And he's like, is it anything that you like enchanted, or you just peruse into what I've already made?
I'm just actually gonna look at him and say, well, like, first question: Do you or do you know anybody that has a bag of holding? That sell bag holding?
Let me see.
Because I have.
He looks like, to be honest, no. I would probably check above. This is a little bit. If you're looking to spend bags of holding, this is a little too rich for you then.
Wow, I have money, good sir.
As he points over to the half plate, this, as he taps at it, is about. Looks you up and down. Yeah, I'd give you the right price. This will be about 6,750 gold just for this plate
Yes,
here.
I definitely don't have that money.
Well, that's what you get in if
Wait,
you
hold
want
on.
something from me. We have a second verse enchanted, which are +2 armor plate. Has some adamantium split that I've been working with the halls that we've been getting from the Underdark. We have.
Actually, I'm actually just looking for normal half plate. I can enchant it myself.
If you're looking for half plate to enchant yourself, then you're taking away my services. You can get that above.
Ah, so this is like a magic armor place, or enchanted
As he looks at
armor.
you, you're in the King's Market. Everything here is going to be enchanted and very well made.
Ah, okay, understood.
As for the layman's, if anyone is interested, as he goes and peruses around, he has adamantium split mail, a +2 half plate, hide armor. I misread. He has hide armor which has acid resistance. 2 chain ring armors. One is necrotic, and the other one is fire, and then a half plate armor that resists fire as well. These are the ones that he has made and enchanted here. Unless you want your own enchantment, and there'll be a couple of days, maybe a week, depending how big the plate is. And then he looks at everyone. None of you have any, except for you. You're the only one that actually looks like you would wear armor. Everybody is completely armorless. Great, good job.
You see Cole look at him and just show him his chain shirt underneath.
Oh, you have a lady shirt. Great.
Ariell
You know, I was gonna maybe hand my dagger. Fuck you, sir. And he's gonna.
As that happens, he's like, to be honest, lad, it doesn't bother me. I don't make weapons. I take my business to my brother over there. We have a pretty good code not to step on anyone's shop, if you will.
Ariell will kind of choose to reveal his armor that is hidden unless he like shows it, essentially.
When he does like, well, that's good, that's really good, that's a good one.
Oh yeah. Well, my armor's +2. So, yeah.
As I said, your
It's a
armor is
+2.
great.
That's it.
Like if you did you make that? Because if you made that, then if you need a
Yes.
job, let me know. I'll pay you quite
Oh
well.
no,
Well then,
I'm on a job at the moment,
I understand that.
but I might take your offer when I don't have a job anymore.
I can't see
You
why
know, if
people wear armor. It looks so constricting.
It's so you don't get hit, boy. That's why you have all those bruises and scars and scrapes in the
That's
Yeah, I'm still alive for now.
Good
for
point.
that.
Well, seeing that he doesn't have exactly what Ariell was looking for, I think at that point Ariell would excuse himself.
Alright.
And
So, if you are, just to keep track with everyone, I assume that everyone's marking at the same time. With the potions, you will see a actually really smooth dwarf. The things that he would have would be 2 potions of clairvoyance, 6 potions of climbing, 2 potions of fire breath, 2 potions of gaseous form. He has a plethora, so 3 of each kind potion of resistance. Thunder, lightning, acid, force, etc. And then 4 potions of water breathing. Along with a couple of staves that look not dwarven made. It looks like either purchased or traded here and there. Along with that, he has a scroll of animate dead, only 1 of each. Scroll of Goodberry, 2 scrolls of Goodberry, apologize. A scroll of daylight, scroll of silence, Scroll of Spare the Dying, Scroll of Speak with Animal, Scroll of Unseen Servant.
Okay. How much? He'll ask him. How much for the potion of gaseous form?
That one. Let me see here as I look at my notes because I don't memorize these things, and I really should. Where? Oh my God, where did?
Let's just call it $150 and we'll say we're good.
Oh, I'm looking at scrolls. That's why. 300 gold per potion.
If it doesn't scan, it's free.
How long does
It depends on how well I made it. I believe an hour. As
An hour?
Jesus is right now looking up gaseous form.
I will take 1 potion of gaseous form.
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
I can look that up real quick, actually.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I won't.
Okay.
I will
I
try
think,
to.
Cole, did you wanna
bargain
move over?
with him.
It's an hour.
Yeah,
Cole
an hour.
Cole will peek over into the weapon shop.
Okay. I'll do that in a second.
I will
Sidles
look
up right next to
at
Ariell.
the potion man
Mm-hmm.
and say, listen, we have returned after very long journeys, and we are going back to the Underdark yet again. I'm assuming he knows who I am.
He's looking you up and down.
The Elysian Vagabonds will no doubtedly have a difficult time slaying a great evil living beneath this city.
That's dangerous.
We would appreciate it if you could give us a discount of sorts on the potion, $250 maybe.
If you put
And I will
the
pull
code
out my
Divine
tax coin.
Conqueror, you will get 10% off.
Love it.
I write Divine Conquer on a paper, slide it across the counter.
Holy shit, Jeremiah.
That was
He
brilliant.
looks at you. If you buy 2 potions, I'll give them to you for 500. That's 250 apiece.
Damn, that's a deal, bro.
That's a discount, bro.
That's a discount, bro.
Done.
As he pulls out his hand before he gives you a potion, and then hands you, after you exchange the gold, he extends you 2.
Does it take the coupon?
It takes a coupon. Like, oh, I was gonna put it in the cart. As the potion, when you grab it, just looks like air that's constantly floating. And whenever you stir it, then it turns into liquid.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will
Fancy.
definitely, hopefully, not need those, but I will have them on me.
Yeah. So 2 potions of gaseous forms are out of this shop. Rotate a day.
And I'll go catch up with everyone else after
Okay.
that, just to see what they're doing.
And at the armory shop, you see a lot of things on display. You see, which some of these things, Rognarv, you've seen before. You've even enchanted. Like there's a cloak of elven chainmail. These shackles that are called the dimensional shackles. There's 2 goggles that look completely dark. They actually look really similar to Senvin's goggles.
Yeah. Yeah, I know
You
what
see
that is.
a mannequin with just 1 ring, and on the ring there's a little bit of fire going around it. There is a helmet.
This is still in the armor shop?
This is in the weapon shop over here. He has a little.
Oh,
bit
the
more
weapon
than-
shop
too.
Yeah, he has a little bit more.
Okay,
than
then
just
I'll be over here.
Just describe it, everyone. Like you can
Yeah,
freely
yeah.
go, unless you specifically
God,
tell
don't
me
leave me.
I am not going to this shop. You
Yeah.
all will see.
Oh wait,
You
you said on the weapon shop they have that elven chainmail or
They have
something like
a
that?
cloak of the elven kind.
Oh, cloak of the elven.
Cloak of
I'm
the
wearing
elven
that right now.
Yeah, that wasn't like you've made this
actually.
before.
Yeah.
There's also a helmet that on it has different gems throughout, and each gem has you see different alphabets written throughout. You all can tell that the shopkeeper would be like, this one's brother looks a little bit plumper, as he's like. Yeah, that's a helm that comprehends different languages here and there. If you need translating, this is a good option. And in the counter, you see that there is an onyx dog as well. As far as weapons, displayed, again, to make things a little bit simpler, he would have a +1 longbow, a +1 warhammer, +2 battle axe, +2 light crossbow, +2 trident, +2 rapier, and a +3 dagger. The dagger, the rapier, the trident, and the crossbow all look drow made. The battle axe looks like he made the Warhammer plus and the longbow. They look dwarven made. Just the details are completely different. As those are way in the back, and they're held by a curtain of just chains that are dangling.
Cole looks at the dagger, but then his eyes go to like the dog. What's that?
If you need a companion, this is the most faithful dog you could ever imagine.
Dog? Where's dog?
Dog.
There's a dog.
Ariell,
Where's a dog?
That could be useful in tracking the beholder, so we don't.
I'm gonna look at also. I'm gonna ask, how much is that goggles? Is that by any chance? Is that goggles of night?
You're very astute, Master. These goggles do definitely let you see in the darkness, and for some odd reason, I don't have the number written down. It's the only one that has the number completely taken off. So we're going to say it'll be about 200 apiece.
We need those.
I'm gonna look at West. Get us two.
Two what? Wes zoned out.
No, I'm getting two of those.
Okay.
I also spent the 500 gold out of my own personal funds, not the party funds.
And then I'm gonna look at Ariell. It's like, hey Ariell, this goggles of night. I'm planning on buying it, but do you want to dip into the party fund? It's gonna be for this boy that can't see in the dark and that one blue lady.
Very well.
My skin kind of crawls looking at the goggles. I'm like,
not really.
They're very ugly. They do not match anything at all.
Don't worry. I'll make it blue for you if you want.
How much for both?
Thank you.
I will ask the dude that the shopkeeper. There were 400 for the two of them.
Yes, correct.
Type in code divine code.
Again. Oh, sorry.
Could we take the two of them? I'm wheeling and dealing. I'm trying.
Flex that persuasion, bro.
For 347 gold.
7.
It's a very specific number.
Yes, I know. I'm trying to get bank
It's a very specific number.
That's an awkward number, and I'm not happy about that.
It's not an even number, Ariell.
I'm getting the bank to looking good.
As he looks at you, if you buy something else, then sure.
Cole's in the
does he
back.
have
Just like,
exactly?
how much for the dog?
The dog. This faithful hound. That'll be about run you 3,000.
Orcdeath gets next to Ariell and kind of elbows him in the ribs a little bit to get his attention.
I look down.
Found,
yes.
Where we're going, would we need somebody to pick locks?
I know how to do that.
I do not believe so. Remembering our path to the Underdark.
Fair enough.
I think mainly we would need people who can scout and kind of be stealthy,
not be seen,
quiet. We need.
I met somebody that kind of
quiet.
keeps to himself a bit. I'll interview him to see if he's worthy.
Very well. The drow are, if nothing else, very perceptive, astute. They can hear things from quite a ways away, and we will need, if we're going to hire anyone, someone who can hold
like
their
a thief.
own against them. Like a thief.
Wes is gonna come to.
If you know of a specific individual, ask him how much he would.
I haven't gotten
in
that far
exchange
yet.
for the job.
I was just talking to him to see what he's into. Right now he's between jobs.
Well,
Cole's
I
looking
will
up at the
leave
dagger.
that to you. And I'm gonna look back to Cole and just is there anything here that you might like?
You see the dagger is extremely intricate, black on black, with like hints of just off gray around it, with these claw marks in between. Like it definitely goes in and hard to pull out. When you look at the dagger, lad, that's a good one. I will run you 16,100 gold.
Oh, it's a pretty one.
Nope.
Wes is gonna just kind of
definitely a pretty one.
As he
You just
he
see
grabs
Cole just drop the dagger like a nope.
As he grabs that, like it's perfectly balanced in any direction that you want, and watch as he kind of throws stone, just lets the dagger just stands there, and it cuts the stone completely in half. It's expensive for a reason. He puts it back behind the change little drape that's there.
I will actually go into my bags of holding, and I will pull out 3 drow poison arrows.
Okay.
And
Wow.
lay them on
Where did
the
you get
counter.
Excuse me.
How much would these be worth to you?
Let me inspect those real quick. This isn't the best quality. I'd give you about 20 for each. And then when you look in comparison to everything in the shop, like you've not seen finer armor or weapons in almost any location. And not that these are T's stuff is more glamorous. It does more things. These are, you're preparing for fights here. You're preparing for tough situations, and these are tools to do that. In comparison to some of T's equipment.
The word.
Wes is gonna go into his not bag of holding, and he's gonna pull out his little change purse.
Okay.
And just, yeah. What does 87 copper get me?
Oh my god.
He looks around, grabs a unfinished horseshoe. Here you go, lad.
All right, I was just wondering.
You just see Cole's still looking at the deck.
You need 87 copper.
He looks at the door.
Are you short by just 87 copper?
And then he looks at Wes like, hush. Thank you, though. But no, he would look over back at the dwarven Smith and just ask, is there any way I can do a loan?
See, here's the thing about loans. If you die,
Taking a mortgage out on a knife?
I don't get my money back. I don't get my materials. So you can give. You
As
can
a
start,
priest, I am being 100% honest.
He looks at you. You can start paying now, and in a year or two, when you have enough money, you can have the dagger.
How about
Look.
297 gold and the 3 drow arrows
And a partridge.
or the 2 goggles?
And 87 copper.
He looks at and he looks at all of you. He sighs, and then like that face that you've seen, especially Cole, you haven't, but Orcdeath, Rognarv, and Ariell, that face that like almost Orya gives, like, okay, here you go. I understand this was very hard for you, and like like looking towards Wes.
Oh, Wes gets that face all the time.
And it's like, oh, that's fine. That's here you go. I understand.
Slide the gold, arrows across the counter, exchange for the goggles, and I will hand a pair to West and a pair to Laz.
As
Mark that out of the party fund.
Yeah, I'm gonna explain it to that
I'm
to
gonna
you.
put mine on immediately with no idea what to do.
I was like,
you see a hint of black, like almost like wearing sunglasses, and you're like, cool.
I cringe at the sight of them.
Aesthetically pleasing number in our group fund now.
Everything's dark!
you can see in the dark with that.
That's what he said.
I'm gonna hope no one sees me when I wear these.
We're gonna be in the underdark.
Wait, you
No
can see
one's
in the
gonna see
dark
it.
with these?
Yes.
For some reason, I'm being louder as I'm wearing them because I see less.
Oh my god.
Wes is driving, and when he's lost, he lowers the music.
Not right now. It's light out.
Wait. Okay, so you can see in the dark with these. Okay. I can't see anything.
Ariell will
This is
sigh
Cole.
and turn to leave, and he'll say, "We should probably get going."
If you need anything else, faithful hounds, some rings of warmth. We also have helms of conversation.
Rings?
Well, sorry,
What type of ring?
Orcdeath, what did you say?
I used to have one. It's in my cave.
Oh,
In the warp.
yeah, we have one of those. For 1,000 gold, you can have it again.
Nope.
As a,
No, thank you.
Jeremiah, what were you saying?
What kind of rings?
He just has one ring of warmth. That's all.
Oh.
Yeah. But if there's nothing else that you would need, or anything that you would like enchanted, let me know. My specialty is weapons and some mundane things that I've traded here and there.
Well,
Cole's gonna pull up.
glasses, please.
Some glasses?
No, I'm trying to see with them.
Cole's gonna pull out his dagger and just set it on the counter and just be like, "What can you do with this?"
I can enchant it pretty heavily. Since you already have the raw material here, I can make it sharper, lighter, magically essence.
Better, faster, stronger.
What she said. For
That don't
1,000
kill
gold,
me.
For 4,000, we'll double the enchantment.
I don't have that cash.
Oh,
Oh
dang.
my god.
Oh, don't got that cash.
We should probably leave. I think this store's a little out of our range.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, these are expensive things that a king would have. So,
Yeah.
in their trade and armory.
Hence the name King's Market.
So with some purchases, some really great ones. So now our party members are not blinded.
Up to you. Up to you.
Yes.
Up to you, bro. Up to you, bro. What are you doing?
Orcdeath goes back to the tavern.
Consider doing something kind of dickish.
Oh, God.
Is
What
the
are you
guy
doing?
still there?
Yeah, he's
Guy
still there. Yeah.
Laddie, perhaps do you have thieving skills?
I've been known to, as he looks like, I've been known to pick a pocket or two. Obviously,
Okay.
not from my contractor or employer.
All right. Can I put a little test on you, lad?
He just presents, like, what do you have in mind?
I take out a copper coin. I put half of it on the table. I get my hammer, my axe, the blunt side, and I hit it, bending the coin,
Okay.
and I hand it to him. See if you can put this in the pocket to one of my friends without knowing about it. Then we'll know how good you are.
He
That's actually pretty
smiles. I'll be back.
It's clever.
And we can then we could use them with your ability.
5. I'm gonna roll me a d6.
My sword just eats it. Lol.
As you're going
It just
out,
disappears.
I'm going to message one of you guys.
Oh, no.
Okay, hold on.
Please, God, if it's West. It's
I'm
like,
gonna.
if it's West, it's easy, man. I'm sorry.
Can't,
Some bitch. I'm gonna try this.
I can't log back into D&D.
What's up?
It's
So
died on me.
Cole hasn't left the
It died
weapon
on me.
shop yet.
Oh. Actually, I think I have the answer to my question in this folder over here. As
So he leaves the tavern, right?
He does leave the tavern, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I have the. I know what I need to do.
That's not really
And let's see. Let's. That's a D12. Let's go with my old school OG.
It's fine.
dice.
Use a D12.
Okay.
Fine.
Oh,
Use a
not
D12.
not even 3 minutes later, he comes back. He's very loud, you know. Very loud. He comes in, sits down. And then he kind of looks through the window. And then just mimics Beard. the individual passive perception did not beat the 21 that he rolled.
Bitch.
Damn.
But at the same time, Orcdeath, were you looking at him?
No, I'm drinking. I'm
Okay.
in the tavern. You kidding? I'm leaving without a drink? Are you?
He
I'm letting argue.
the according to Ariell, the job's done.
Is it done?
Yeah, and he points out and then mimics the beard.
Alrighty, lad. Let me check on it.
Okay. As Orcdeath moves around. Yes, Cole.
This is gonna. Oh. Because again.
What are you up to?
Yes. Are you messaging me? I'm
Doing a thing.
and secret. Where
Are you
would
trying
you?
to steal this blade?
He's not trying to steal.
He's a priest, Ariel. Oh my god.
Borrow?
Seriously.
Trying
He's
to
a
borrow?
I
priest.
mean, if I was a thief, I'd steal it for you.
Okay.
I appreciate
So
I know a guy.
Cole's just gonna sigh.
Oh, your new best friend.
It's gonna sigh and have both chats open, just waiting for the
Sorry.
send.
I'm sorry, and he's again just gonna look. We're getting ready to go into the Underdark. Going to be most likely fighting something that a god-awful aberration. Can you? I mean, again, I'm being 100% honest. Is there any way at all you can give me a decent discount that I can afford?
How much money do you have? You say how much money do you have?
600 gold.
Oh,
600 gold, and he looks around.
16 platinum.
and your soul.
And your soul.
He looks, lad, you can't afford anything in my shop, and if I give it you for 600 gold, I
And
would
16
have-
platinum.
I would have a very angry wife. So, her sadness is more important to me than your aberration.
Suggestion, as he was saying what he said.
Oh, shit.
Good
Okay.
thing
I'm,
Ariel's
I,
not in
I'm
that
leaving the shop.
Wes has no idea what's happening. He's just here.
Oh,
I don't know if anybody else can pick up.
Orcdeath's outside the door
Um,
as Ragnar walks out.
Okay.
my passive
I mean,
perception
I
is
can
21,
attempt to
so-
roll an insight with Wes, but no, we all know how well.
I knew I
Okay.
couldn't trust you. I knew
And
it.
I know suggestion. That's a spell I know,
So-
so I would totally probably know you
See,
did.
Ariel said it.
What is your arcanic focus? You need material components, verbal, and it's material components and verbal. So
Oh, shit.
the spell
My
requires.
arcanic focus is
Bad
probably not
bean.
fucking on me right now.
You're a bad bean.
Oh no, you got the bad bean call.
He's not angry.
Bag bean.
Yeah.
bag
Disappointed.
Ooh.
My arcanic focus is my
Disappointed is
Don't believe
worse
it's on
than
me.
angry.
Your fox.
Isn't it in your bag? You
Oh yeah, it is in my bag.
have your bag with you?
Mm.
I'm thinking back like I left it in the damn carrier.
No, that was like
Yeah,
4
no.
days ago.
So yeah, he's just no, because again, as he's putting it, like again, it's just like I only have 600 gold and 16 platinum on me. Any way you can, give me a discount with what I
So
have.
for suggestion, you need a snake's tongue, a honeycomb, or a drop of oil.
Yeah. If
Why
you
does
do
it
not
doesn't
have.
show me
Those
that?
are the
Okay,
components.
Never mind then. I
Unless you have an arcanic focus, which covers those.
So his arcanic focus is the fox skull.
Do you have your fox skull with you?
Yes.
Okay. So as you're doing that,
Oh no. Oh no.
Boy,
And I'm standing right next to you. God,
I
I'm going
will
to prove
say,
Wes is standing right next to him.
Tabatha, roll me
There's no idea.
percentiles first.
You going to jail, girl?
Oh, we're so fucked. We're never gonna be allowed here.
Still, it doesn't say anything about whether or not it's like the person.
Again, player's handbook is important. Those things have the specifics versus apps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the number you get?
Rolling. Ooh,
That's a 34.
Okay. So, with that,
Justice.
also, roll me. Are you trying to be sneaky?
I mean, he's
Say no, I'm gonna scream.
For the purpose of this, I will let you do a persuasion or a offhanded stealth, and there will be a difference between which DC will be higher. And after all this, I will roll a what is it? Do I have to roll a save? I had a wisdom save.
It's a wisdom.
Yeah. So then
The
after
wisdom
that,
save,
I will
right.
roll wisdom. So
He's trying to persuade. Again, he's being honest.
but he's
he's
being
being honest, but he's casting a spell.
Yes.
Yes. So
Honestly,
persuasion.
He's honestly casting a spell.
Yeah.
Do worded in a manner. Make action sound reasonable.
So that's how he gets his way, even though he's a priest. Like he keeps saying.
I tried warning y'all.
That's why he kept saying, "I'm a good person." Suggestion.
I'm
I'm a good priest. Suggestion.
Don't just automatically assume. Oh my god, guys.
Can Wesley?
Bad bean.
Orcdeath.
Yeah. While you're doing that, I'm gonna go out and I guess we're
Ragnar,
gonna have a little moment.
Ragnar,
Hi, brother.
you have something that belongs to me.
What? I didn't steal anything from you. I'm not a thief.
A bent
Oh.
coin.
A bet coin. I don't bet my coins. I'm not that fat.
Check your pocket flat.
And they were like, why? You need money for drinking?
Just
And then
check
I'm
your
gonna
pockets.
check my pockets. So I was like, what is this coin? It's bent. I don't need this. Here you go.
Oh my god.
Let's go to Ariell. We need to have a little discussion with him.
Okay. well,
Angel
let's
boy,
use
where
those
are you?
stats.
I am
Alrighty.
outside.
Huh?
Okay.
I am right
So-
next to y'all.
Okay,
Yeah.
I said, lad,
Can-
I just had the thief drop a bent coin in his
Hold on,
pocket. He
because
never knew it
My
came.
heart is beating so fast.
Okay,
Okay, now I gotta.
You're fine.
I gotta do.
What?
Cool, that's fine. Can
Offer-
Wes?
I have a man
Wait,
that looks
what?
like a thief.
I'm gonna keep checking my stuff. Like a thief went through my stuff.
I don't know
Offer
if I don't know if he grabbed anything extra. He's just supposed to give you a coin. I don't know if he took anything.
Offer
Wait,
him a
A thief
position.
is giving me
a job.
money instead. That's
See
a
if
weird
he would
thief.
like to accompany us. Many
He's in the-
people would shy away from the thought of going to the Underdark, but
He's tavern. He's
willing.
inside the tavern. We can talk to him.
Very well. Show me the way.
Good
Are we
lord.
gonna suggest him too?
No, I am not an evil person like.
Wow, guys, just because I'm using.
The goblins are a better judge of character than most other people. When they said demon. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Leave my point.
Okay. All right. So, what did you get on your persuasion?
25.
Okay. What is your suggestion?
Can I please have a discount?
Can you please have a discount? Okay. That is your suggestion.
Can I please?
A begging suggestion.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
Really what it
the
is.
suggestion must be limited to 2 sentences. Give me 2 sentences.
2 cents.
Two sentences. Gimme.
Give me
Let's hear 'em.
Two sentences or 2 words or what?
2 sentences.
I don't know.
Please give me a discount.
I don't
200
know.
gold.
That's one
It's
sentence.
for a good cause that can save lives.
Okay. Alrighty.
Can Wes like can Wes like roll an insight to see if what he's up to? I mean, he's like right next to him, but you know.
And West doesn't have a
sure,
filter.
roll me insight. The
No.
The DC would be the spell save DC. So, this dwarf rolled an 11 plus 4 wisdom, total of 15. Does
Oh, no.
15 pass your spell save DC?
Yes, it meets it.
Okay.
Wes rolled a 4 on insight.
You have no idea. He's just asking.
He's asking really nicely.
The dwarf grows
I understand. It's
big,
pretty nice.
and the sky in the room turns dark. And he's like, "Do not take me for a fool or a conjurer.
You take me for a fool."
Disturb.
Welcome to the side of chaos.
Okay. As he looks at you,
Oh boy.
kind of shakes his head. 600 is way too low. I'll give you a discount of 600 for your cheap trick.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh, boy.
Hey, I have Aquaphor. It helps.
And the
I
thing that
didn't see
you
him do a
do,
trick, but hey, 600's good.
you do notice that the area does start glowing with different shades of greens throughout.
Ooh.
And
Interesting.
That means we're fucked.
Magic missile.
and then as soon as your spell does not work, it goes away.
Okay.
Interesting.
Makes sense.
There's some magic field, probably.
Interesting.
Cool, he's gonna give it to you for 600.
To someone.
No, he can give you a 600 discount.
No, yeah. It's just
Yeah, Wes, big brain energy right there. Hey, cool, you got a discount.
Well,
Before,
87 copper help.
if you guys are leaving, Cole, as soon as you touch the door, that most of us know how to detect when stuff like that happens. Just letting you know. Other places, it'd be your hand.
He's gonna say nothing and he's just gonna leave.
As
Okay,
that happens,
Wes will follow.
moving on, I guess, over to unless there's anything,
Tavern.
Cole and
Tavern.
what's want to say?
To
We're going to tavern.
the bar.
Yeah.
To the
Ariell,
You know
I'd
what?
like you to introduce
Yeah.
someone to you.
Cole's gonna probably walk into the tavern
Okay.
Oh boy.
and just sit down.
get out of here.
You guys don't know what
Sorry, no.
Yeah, we don't know.
happened. None of you know what happened.
No
So,
thieves.
Man, that dwarf was gonna give him like 600 off. He didn't take it. That was.
This is the thing I was talking to you about. I tossed Ariell the bent coin.
What the?
Kind of look at the coin for a second, and then I'll look at the man.
And he slipped it into Ragnar's pocket without him knowing it.
No, I totally see it.
you-
I don't know what you're talking
You
about.
do remember the guy walking past you, but you never felt anything.
Huh.
Should have slipped it into
Sam.
my pocket.
I hear you're looking
It just
for work,
disappears.
I will say to the guy.
Depending on what's where and how long, sure. Unlike, he points out, I don't have official contracts like my Jordan compatriots over here, but I'm a man of my word, and I usually know how to read when someone's trying to stab me in the back, so I don't see you as doing so, but if you do, just know that my blade would hit first.
Ooh, I like you.
Stabbing in the back. That's not
You're the
honorable
right
way
sort
to
for our
fight.
group.
As
Yeah, I
for
mean,
the
you don't really stab people in the back. You shoot them from like, I guess, like away. That's
Say
what you
hello
do then.
first, and then you battle.
for the win, that would be probably this evening, possibly tomorrow at the latest.
Okay.
As for the where, the Underdark.
As you see, there's a grin. There's a lot to be taken in the Underdark, depending on where you're going.
Yes.
Which layer shall we be going?
I think last time we had gone down there, I think I said I was writing a map. So I will. I don't remember exactly what layer it was. but I'll kinda
Beholder was in the lower dark, which
Yeah,
is
lower.
like the
Lower.
harshest location in the material plane.
We're going to the lower dark.
Almost close to hell.
It's quite a ways. We've
It's
been
not
there
that close.
before.
I'd know.
As he kind of like looks over. You have no armor. That boy looks like
I don't
he
need it, thank
weighs
you.
less than I do. The only one that looks suited enough to take on such a mission would be your dwarven compatriots. But
They have neither been to the lower
he's-
dark with us. I have
as-
returned from that very place.
as he nods, but sometimes our best tools are not seen out in the open.
Indeed, looks can be deceiving.
Uh,
Yeah.
how long will this mission be?
About how long did so judging on how long it took us to get there last time, and now that we have a knowledge of how long it took and where to go,
And on West has his elf
and
thing.
West
I
has
think it
light
took like 2 or 3
It
months
took
or something
2
like that.
months to get from mid dark to lower dark with a guide.
Yes.
So 4 months, and half of it was with the guide.
So how long would it take now, especially since West can now see in the dark? And I have a map.
Roll me a survival. We can judge on that. And you feel this will be still a guesstimation.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
But let's see how close of a guesstimation.
While that's going on,
23.
Cole is just.
If it took you that long with
You get to rep that.
blindness, and now that you guys are a little bit faster and stronger, probably close to the same amount, about 4 months, there and back, if you're going to the lower dark.
Yes. Okay, I will tell him as much.
That's going to be quite a penny for 4 months worth of food and expenses.
How much?
Usually we find cool stuff along the way.
True.
That also helps. Let's say we fight a band of drow and they have loot. What do we do with the loot? Is it divided between all 1, 2, 3, all 6 of us?
Usually I don't take any loot, so you can have my hat.
If it comes to monetary wealth, we typically divide it. If it comes down to items, we have a discussion. Typically those who do the most for the specific item take precedence, but it comes down to a discussion between who would
The
benefit.
short version, lad, you have a voice for your share.
Yes.
Yeah, and usually that shares my
Which, for me,
Oops.
lowers my price. For going to the Underdark and retrieving again. Oof.
It's probably going to be more than I want to spend.
I'll charge you about 70 gold a day.
Oh.
My
Yeah, no.
God, that.
We don't even have that much
Oh.
money.
As
He doesn't know that.
I mean, the man's putting his life on his line.
know
you
that.
can if you have been, I would say Orcdeath for sure. Depending on your background, if you've ever hired a mercenary or been part of mercenary work, you can roll me history to try to see if the job is like the
Well,
pay.
we hired
what's it?
the pirates. Does that count?
That's an
Yeah.
approximate.
The pirates were fairly lower price than
Yeah.
you would think. It's a difference between hiring a very specific skill set as good as his. If everything that Orc did the same, so that ups the price. Also, 4 months
Yeah.
of unsafety and in the lower dark.
Yes.
So
Man, we should have taken an advance from Chaddington.
with that in mind, it is expensive. He is marking you up, but you don't
And
think
that's
it's
expensive.
outrageously expensive. So it's your decision if you want to hire him.
I am going to say no because
It'd be like
we don't
7,000 for the whole trip.
Yeah, that's
If
almost
he
all the money we have
survives.
in the group fund. And if he does, then we are. Broke.
Does that include what we give him when we loot?
I'll take him to me cave. I'll pay him.
No, that's just straight gold. It'd be 7k minus, like, we'd take off anything he looted or anything.
He looks at you. If you want to hire just soldiers, talk to any of my friends over there. Priests, usually runs between 20 to 50, depending if you need healing or not. They're good with crossbows. They'll run you about 15. They're pretty strict with their prices depending on the guild. If you want skill.
Oh, I wanted Sneaky Boy.
If you want to make money, you got to spend money.
Sneaky boy.
You hear Cole just in the back, who again is just ordering his fucking whiskey.
Told you to get
And
some
do you
that.
put a
Fuck
price
off.
on our friends?
One more time.
No, Cole.
Are you
Well-
putting a price on our friends?
Well, maybe there's something we could sell to get that kind of money.
Cole's off to the side, just like, I will my 16 platinum. If that's what it costs. 16 platinum.
Work this
It's
Oh, wait,
160.
I'll make sure
That's
you
100.
get the
That's
money.
60.
Yes.
Nope. No. Alright.
Not that steep price.
It's up to you. I know my prices sound expensive, but just letting you know, usually it's, hey, go into this location that has some name, bring someone back. That's usually about a day's worth of work. So, or, hey, this person slept with my wife. Make sure that they have nothing in their home when they come back. If it's a fight, pretty quick. If it's something that we need to run away and we need a distraction, I'm excellent at that. So, your decision.
Yeah, a little calculation, I guess, like the approximate of it. I don't know if this is correct, but it's 84,000
Yeah.
or 8,400.
Yeah, 30
Okay.
days in a month.
And
4
he
months.
did tell you that he's giving you a discount because he is taking part of the loot, if there is loot.
Of course,
Yeah. Yeah, well, if he survives the
he
trip,
can have mine. I'll give up my portion.
So that's West and Orcdeath portion. Does that lower the price a little bit?
If I'm getting 3 shares out of all 6 of us, that's half the loot. I'd say
There you
that.
go.
Because he again he keeps saying 6 because that's the Lass isn't in the room. Unless Lass, you are in the room.
Oh yeah, I forgot to put my price in. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Then you would be saying 7. So 3 out of 7. Oh, no one's ever been that generous to me before. Oh man,
Church.
what do I say? What do I say to that? What do I say to some generosity?
Laddie, we're making these offers right now because if we walk out of this water and you don't agree, there's no more offer to you.
I mean, I don't know how musically inclined you are, but I could throw in a song for you.
He looks at you, kind of gives you like a one of those like, hey, I like that, like a half-ass cock grin.
She'll write the song about you.
Exactly. About your heroic deeds in the Underdark.
listen,
I would
if you
prefer
also
if you
take,
didn't use any
Lad, you
information
have
of my own.
free ale everywhere
Nope.
you go.
L's
As,
not, L's not really my forte, Master Dwarf, but if I find
Free
any, I'll give
drink.
it to you.
Free
As a
drink and
guy
food.
who wants to be sneaky and his speciality is being sneaky, I don't think he would like a song about him
Yeah,
still.
that's what he
Well,
said,
I don't
like-
have to put any names.
Unless
I
he's
could just make it
retired.
a very vague, general song, but you would
Without
know
his
it's about
name.
you.
If it's
That
a
is name.
song about a beautiful blue-skinned woman, then I would gladly listen to that.
Wow, I got really hot in here.
What?
Lad's like dumbfounded because this is the first time everyone's
the
ever
leopard
complimented her blue skin. She's like,
It's the leopard
yes.
I'd say
Doesn't
with
breathe
my
very
Wins the
newfound
marriage.
friends and 3 shares of 7, I'll go down to 25 a day.
25 a day? Whoa, wow.
Ew.
That is a lot lower.
You offer him almost
From
half the
7
share if there's a loot.
From 70 to 25. That's 3,000.
Yeah, you just see Cole look over. I think that seems a little bit reasonable.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Just letting you know,
Cool.
I definitely, if it takes more than one hand to grab the weapon, it is not anything that I am interested in. if that eases your decision. I don't like shields or metal. If I can
Fair.
pocket it, I prefer it.
He's good enough for me. There's 7 of us. There's 7 of us, so therefore majority rules. I vote yay.
I vote yay.
I like to also vote yay for myself, but and he kind of jokes.
Do we have the money for that? And then I'm gonna look at Ariell because I know Ariell is the one who's like keeping some funds. It's like I'll gladly chip in for his payment if it's not enough.
We will be spending every last coin that we've made month.
I guess out of character, how much is the money in the party fund at the moment?
11,000 gold. When you really think about it, is not a lot. It's over 3,000 to charge.
It's gonna be 3,000 gold for him that's for the 4 months that you were saying approximate. That's there and back, or just there.
Yeah, that's what you guys think would be there and back.
Okay. Like
Wes doesn't really care.
I don't really have a lot of money, but I can chip in about maybe 500, 700 gold.
So you say
hiring this guy.
Do you say yay?
I'm on yay, but really, it's about the money too.
That's 3 yays.
West will look to the guy and he's going to ask him, is there anything else you would accept as payment other than gold?
Other than what, sorry?
Other than gold.
I'm pretty settled on gold. If you have magic items, I'd also take that.
I could give you one of those.
Laz, what's your vote?
I'm going to my cloak of protection, and I'm going to offer it to him.
Oh, I gave that to you.
An assurance that
Ario will look at you like that, like, how nice.
Listen, do we want the sneaky boy or not?
As he looks at it.
Yay.
The sneaky boy's right here.
Alright, this will definitely lower it, depending on what they say the price is worth. To my friends over there.
Once he like us, he might.
I'm gonna look looking at the ones that are on the fact.
As he kind of folds it back and gives it to you before looking at like almost like it. I'm only doing it if you want me, and then like kind of gives you back the cloak, but it's folded, so it's not like here you go, put it back on.
I'm gonna look at him though, and I'm gonna ask, like a little bit discreetly. I guess I'll move kind of here and kind of whisper. Oh, well, we're in a guild, so I guess it's fine, kind of. But I'll ask him. I was like, what kind of weapons do you use? Do you use like a crossbow or a bow and arrow or stabbing?
He kind of looked through his coat, and there's 4 daggers on each end, and then you see there's a crossbow on his back.
He kills close and far.
And how did you describe the guy again?
I'm sorry?
In our travels.
How did you describe how he looked again?
He was of smooth skin. He had slight elven features to him, but he looks human unless you're really looking.
Brad Pittish.
Yeah, he does have green eyes. I remember that much. Oh, green eyes. Slight blonde, brown hair. Apologize. He stands 5'3", so he's a little bit short for a human. Athletic build.
Oh God, he's gorgeous.
And I'm gonna ask him, do you
he likes your skin, girl?
use the crossbow or your daggers?
Well, it depends. If I'm far away, crossbow. If I'm really close, then my daggers.
Do you throw your daggers or do you use it for stabbing?
It depends. If I'm far away, I'll throw them. If I'm up close, I'll use my daggers.
Mid-range.
I don't know.
I'm kind of up close in person.
I don't know if it will lower the price or anything, but I can help you with your daggers if you decide to throw that, or mainly use your crossbow. You don't have to use your arrows.
I'm a very simple man. I like gold. And if you give me something that I can exchange for gold, I will exchange that for gold.
With all
Then-
that... Oh, sorry.
Well, basically, it was like I can enchant your dagger for a little bit, I guess, when we're down there, or your crossbow, whichever you prefer. But it's gonna be a temporary thing. When we part ways, it's gonna disappear.
I'd
Okay,
say if you want to guarantee more survivability and you wish to enchant any of my weapons, and when we part ways at 3 enchanted, I see that as a mutual help. Not necessarily.
Yeah, but I'm just asking, just to help you survive, per se.
I would appreciate coming back alive, for sure. But I won't leave you to die either. So, don't think me a common burglar and coward.
Yeah. Well, like,
Why would anyone think
technically
that?
speaking, I'm either
If
gonna
he was-
enchant his returning weapon or repeating shot.
If he was a cowering thief, we kill him.
I'm
He's one that
not
fights
keen on
beside
that.
us,
If I steal
he
from
thinks
you,
he's an ally.
you can
And
chop
the
off
same
my
from
head.
us. Same from us. If we're not worthy of you, then
your motley crew intrigues me so. I'm not seeing a gathering of individuals like you. Humans and blue-skinned humans and tieflings and dwarves. This is looking to be a great adventuring party.
we're talented,
Oh.
lad.
Colt's sitting there with his whiskey. So, we do hire you. Are we going to wait for you? Are you going to be, like,
Sorry,
waiting till...
You cut out really bad.
Cutting out.
Yeah, one more time.
Cole's just going to be, like, with his whiskey, just looking at what was his name again? Arwell?
Mhm.
Just be like, so we hire you. That's
I'm so
How's
sorry,
this?
my
She's
dude.
breaking out.
Yeah,
She's
you're breaking out.
Yeah.
bitch.
I'm so, and it's always at the exact same part, dude. So I don't know
Yeah.
what's happening.
To the very end, your
He's
last
moving the
word.
same way. Just
Yeah.
say what you want to say.
So Cole's gonna just look at him like holding his whiskey. So if we hire you, are you gonna come right now, or are we gonna be waiting till nightfall?
I can be ready in an hour.
When are we leaving?
I don't want to
packs
go there.
light.
I don't want to go there in an hour. Let's calm our horses.
He packs light.
What's the time right now? Like
I would say
around what
it's,
date?
you guys came in probably early morning, so everything that's been happening, there's still plenty of light out. for
Yeah,
sure.
but either way, like, when are we leaving? Tomorrow morning or?
Sunrise.
I can meet
I'd
up with
say-
sunrise.
The sooner the better, but whenever.
Well, you
is
want to
fine,
travel
I
at night?
suppose. It really doesn't matter. It's the Underdark.
We're not there. How long is it going to take us to the Underdark?
We're already underground, right?
Yeah, well, you're in the mountains.
Yeah.
You would know, at least Wes and Ariell, there is an elevator that transports you
Yeah.
to a corridor, and that about half a day's journey into a bazaar that was originally dwarvish, that it got overtaken by the drought that has a
Yeah.
pathway to the upper levels of the Underdark. The Drow City being one amongst the mid-dark, and then a straight fall to the lower dark.
Yes. That's where we would go because we have it mapped to an extent.
All right. Let's go.
Only thing I need is to be able to get some powdered silver. In.
I'd say that
I still-
smiths can do it for a price of the silver. They can powder it. Unless, he kind of looks... is your... Oh, wait, no. You summon your mole now, right?
I have not done that yet.
Oh, okay. As he looks, he has a pretty strong hammer. I'm sure you can rent an anvil for an hour or two.
I have an anvil in
He
my
has
car.
an anvil. He has a hammer.
Yeah.
I got a nail.
I'm going to leave and find.
I have an apple.
While they're discussing, I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna find someone to take Kus and carrot
Okay. The sea devils.
and to buy food.
we'll definitely assist with that. And we can do food in a minute. For like mundane things that you guys want to purchase and the player's handbook, etc.
Yes, I have some things to purchase.
Okay.
On the top, not here, because I don't need enchanted stuff. Because I can do it myself.
That's your entire class. Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
So, for the sake of time, if you do like to purchase the individual, I think our agreed price would be 7,000 gold.
7,000? I thought it was 3,000. If it's 25.
Oh, I did. I minused it. Sorry, 3,000 gold. Sorry, you would have, I believe, 7,000 left over, or 8,000. I forgot. So yes, 3,000 gold. Apologies. Many apologies.
Yeah.
Ariell doesn't like that, but it seems he's gonna be overruled.
Totally your decision, guys. I think we already have 4 votes.
West votes yes.
So yes, Orcdeath, yes. Laz is
Because
a yes.
really, Rognarv's vote is kind of in the between. Yes, but at the same time,
for those that are on the fence,
that's what I was. That was my worry. Is
I'm gonna
money.
say those on the fence will vote won't count. Ariell says no. We have Orcdeath, Laz.
Wes is gonna look at Ariell.
What about Cole?
Cole's fine with it. He is gonna kind of stick behind a little bit if everybody else is leaving.
Sure.
Wes is gonna give Ariell, look at Wes in those big chocolate brown puppy eyes and tell him no.
No.
Hey, Wesley,
He passes DC.
What about me? Hey, Ariell, look at my green eyes, and tell me no. With that face too.
No.
God damn it! It didn't work either.
Look at Brom's eyes.
The world will help.
Brom,
Look at
Brom's eyes and tell her no.
Your big old sparkly eye.
Brom.
With
You're a dick.
with the agreement, correct? Minus 3,000 from the party fund. You have an adventurer.
Yeah.
Who
Like I said, I'll donate 700 for the cost. I'm
I
not
will
really a
donate
rich boy, but
And
yeah, I'll
anything
donate.
we get out of this, my portion goes.
Like, do we take the money out now or what?
we can do that after game. I just wanted to make sure.
Ariell, when Cole votes yes, Ariell will ask Cole, are you going to pay a portion of his fee then? Considering you did not contribute to the party fund.
I can.
I am a banker, of course.
Here's a copper.
The guy who's
I can
playing
just,
Monopoly.
Cole just sitting there with his journal. You know, if you want, I can books too. I mean, he'll say that in Celestial. By the way.
You say that? What did you say?
Oh, if you want, I'll keep. I can also keep your books for you too, and he'll say that in Celestial.
And I'll say an Infernal. That's fine. I'm plenty capable.
Man,
I love this cat and mouse.
the hope going around.
I love it.
God damn!
God, Wes is like, I have no
You just see
idea.
Cole, and his tail's moving back and forth like a metronome. I like you.
As Ariell kind
Wes-
of looks towards you, Orcdeath. I take it they're the best of friends.
Oh, we get along just fine, just like a family.
We like
Yeah. I see him look and he
They
smiles.
love each other so much we hate them.
Wes is like, I have no idea what anyone's saying right now, but this is amazing.
So, with that, we're I think this will be a good time to end tonight's game. Pre-plan what we're going to do for the lower dark, heading towards there, which can take as little as hours once you guys are ready. Say what's gonna happen to Couscous, meal preparations with your new hired burglar, as his official stat is. And,
We have our own convict.
And
Lad, we're all convicts one way.
We have a discount Carabao, okay?
Some of us more than others. Glare
dude.
at Cole.
Shit. Fuck off with that.
and
Arwell is his own person.
I like to thank all of you guys for sticking with us and watching our stream. We will see you next week. Adios, everybody. Be safe.
Bye.
Goodbye.